patient from Portugal.
Yeah, not a lot of
Suaranya mendem gini ya babi.
That's what's certainly up times in this game. They're able to unlock this Colombian defense. They're going to have to have a bit more movement off the ball. A lot of static players.
Mana Daniel anjir?
Consistent possession. Now they look to burst into life, and Arias with a header away. And Jean Arias. Cordoba having quite the tussle with Vega. This is Vitinha.
Selamat pagi, streamer pagi.
Almost finding
busuk gitu.
Jean Arias. What a turn of pace.
Waduh.
Here come Colombia. Cordoba. He's away from Bruno Fernandes.
Wush! Wush!
Aduh, lewat.
Good stop from Costa. Luis Diaz strikes it. It's going to be a Colombian corner.
That's a brilliant save from Costa in goal there. You thought.
Itu suaranya aneh ya.
Iya makanya anjir.
Bruno Fernandes was possibly going to get the challenge and he just bumps him off in his stride, Cordoba, and then gets off a really fierce strike on goal. And it's Diogo Costa with a really strong right hand. It's a brilliant save.
It's a super stop from Costa to deny Cordoba.
Bentar Jo.
Playing tonight in
Nonton 2 got. Nggak tahu emang sekarang apa sih? Argentina nanti jam 9 ya?
Terrific save from the Porto goalkeeper to keep it at 0-0, but here come Colombia again. It's Winston and Diogo Costa's there.
Colombia jam 9 anjing, jam pagi.
Flags up on the near side.
Yeah, he just wasn't going to take any risk, was he? When that shot on goal, he knew he's under a lot of pressure. Just decided to get his body behind the ball, get his fist behind it, just get it away from the danger area.
Ini suaranya aneh nih, Vola kenapa ya?
See the runnings in, I think it's Luis Diaz is potentially offside.
Kali-kali jadi sih, baru tidur 3 jam anjing.
That's good goalkeeping.
Sibal kan?
Itu tadi lari.
Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. The man who makes the midfield tip.
Bye-bye.
Jangan sih.
Bye-bye. Shot attempt golnya 2, 6 anjir.
Only attempt on target so far.
Ya, Nundo.
From the South American side here. Not quite 20 minutes into this one.
Yeah, been a lot more direct, haven't they, Colombia, when they've actually broke from Portugal, breaking the lines, getting bodies forward. We've seen them already, not afraid to get their two fullbacks up at the same time. Machado down the left, Arias down the right.
There's Daniel Munoz.
Baru bangun. Gua set timer nih biar nonton.
Outstanding for Colombia at the World Cup so far.
Yeah, I think he's been spoken to by the referee as well. They've been told.
Audionya ngapa ini?
Not happy with them sitting outside the dugout.
Busuk nih Vola nih. Skornya juga kelihatan anjing.
Jean Arias away from Nuno Mendes, or is he? No, Nuno Mendes makes the challenge, and referee Pagih says.
Tukang skornya tidur guys. Ada Spanyol tuh Arab.
Mendes' recovery is excellent. It's really good. He uses a lot of his body strength to win the ball back. I think Arias thought he was away, had left Mendes in his way, but Mendes' recovery was excellent.
Vitinha. Ruben Diaz.
Kita pakai aja nih.
Babi. Mati semua temen gua, anjing.
Lovely crafted pass from Nuno Mendes into Joao Felix. Davinson Sanchez was right on him. A little bit hurried with the clearance under pressure.
Oke guys.
Nicely controlled by Puerto.
Udah begitu aja. Udah mulai.
Yes, there I think was trying to win a throw in.
Colombia have had some really good energy in this first 20 minutes. They've been really quick in the faces of the Portugal players. Not afraid to be a bit physical. Just wonder how uncomfortable it's going to be for Portugal tonight with that physical challenge.
What about that from James Rodriguez there?
Yeah, they're well organized.
Audionya mendelep gini guys, anjir.
Coordinated in there, pressing. And for Portugal at the moment, it's difficult for them to get through the lines.
Ruben Neves. Bruno Fernandes chasing hard as Joao Felix.
Belum sarapan nih Bang Dodo anjir.
Iya anjing. Siapa yang nobar bertiga?
Waduh anjir, mati cok.
Si Prisya lagi main palo aja. Nah, ngeframe sekarang babi nih. Oh, Kolombia. Oh, Uzbek.
On the edge of the box, here's Jefferson Lerma. Lerma finds James Rodriguez. Lovely little pass.
Push! Hampir anjing.
Anjir.
Yeah,
superb defending by Ruben Neves.
Yeah, very close once again.
Dia lo sengaja bangun pagi buat Ronaldo lah, memang. Ini datanya tuh barusan. Ini Vola kenapa ya? Busuk audionya jing.
Nggak ada yang lain emang.
Apa yang lain goblok? Max Stream nggak bisa. Video nggak tahu. Gue nggak langganan di video. Terus dia sama itu James Rodriguez lagi.
Aduh.
Vitinha. Ronaldo, wesh. Shit. Saatnya nih, Nuno Mendes. Dia pakai apa jing? Pakai gelang anjir. Video nggak ada siara Pildun tuh, nggak ada video udah.
Just runs into the back of him, just needless free kick to give away, and that's such a dangerous area.
Messi jam 9 guys. Ini kelar jam berapa? Jam 8 ya? Belum tidur, belum. Belum, udah. Nah, tukang gol ada nih. Goblok 4-1 nggak ada, 4-1 Dot. 4-1 aja Dot.
Ah monyet.
4-1 Dot, refresh.
Yeah, this just feels like
spoiler kayaknya spoiler.
Pedro Neto and Bruno Fernandes, the other two players either side of the ball here, just bringing that element of doubt for Colombia, but there was never really any doubt.
Dot, ini kan 4-1 weh.
Yeah, it didn't really get the strike away.
Coba pakai itu
that he wanted, didn't quite get
udah.
The full force behind.
Oh ya, udah. Dot, masih Dot.
That's the only way it's going to cause problems.
Cordoba deciding to just wait until a few more yellow-shirted teammates had arrived on the scene. Rodriguez.
Sisa kemarin guys.
Coba pakai itu Rod.
Oke, sabar.
Astaga.
Here's James Rodriguez once more.
Sabar, Risa.
Now with Sean Arias. Good hustle and bustle there from Joao Felix.
Busuk ini audionya anjing.
To pass the ball, move it, create deception and open up opportunities in lower percentage areas like this. He's made
para ellos. Picks you apart.
Here's the free kick from Cristiano Ronaldo.
Semenit anjir.
He's going to do more of that in the game. Portugal need to sort out the James Rodriguez issue because they're leaving him way too much space. Give him time the ball. Guy with his quality can just pick you apart.
Ya, delay semenit. Woi, Vola tidur ini karyawan Vola anjing. Tutup ya. Ames lagu gue dia pakai apa jing? Pakai face cok. Coba di lu stream lu please.
Sabar coba ya.
Anjing sampai Korsel bisa lolos sama Musi kalau bilang lagi kalah. Congo.
Lagi break kan?
Ya lagi break. Untung gue nonton berlangganan TVR.
Well, this was the closest we've come to a goal so far. Ruben Neves wasn't about to take any
Semua
chances.
pada delay, Cok.
Yeah, it's a difficult one to judge.
Gue liat di TikTok ada yang nge-live-in anjir, gila.
Gets behind it, does really well. This is probably the best chance.
Ada yang live-in.
Iya, ada yang nge-live-in TikTok.
Anjir.
Several of the Colombian players are wearing ice jackets during this hydration break. They look good.
Iya kan pada delay. Ini doang gak delay, ini kenapa? Beda-bedanya tuh semenit anjir, sayang banget semenit.
And to cool your body down really as quickly as possible. Ice vest is the best thing to wear.
Buset, baju pada basah gitu, guys.
Nothing in it so far, not just in terms of the scoreline, but in terms of much of the play.
Itu juga ada itu tuh.
No, it's been a really good battle. I think the physical element of
itu Iran gimana ya Iran? Iran itu bener offset nih, lu lihatnya nih sini. FYP gue nih, FYP lu.
At the moment struggle to deal with. Colombia have had really
good
possession and really good play in that.
Itu offset nggak sih?
Portugal all sorts of problems.
Itu FIFA gak mau Iran menang aja anjir.
Soalnya itu ada penjelasan juga di TikTok. Suara kecil.
Nonton live tuh pagi kemarin anjir. Lagi
gua 26:10 nih. Anjir delay banget, Cok.
Ya kan dibilang jauh kan. Nanti nonton ini aja sampai jam 8 kan. Ini jam berapa kelar? Ini kalau lanjut jam 8:30 jam 9 kurang lanjut sih Argen. 8:30 ya? Ya udah berarti lanjut berarti. Kali.
And that's something I'm not quite sure with Portugal. They like a slower
15 detik, Cok.
Colombia's not really allowing them too often that luxury.
Waduh.
They do that is when they've got everyone behind the ball and they're happy enough for Portugal to be quite some distance away, have that possession.
Tapi itu barusan anjing.
That's when Colombia look to engage and they do it very well.
Apa itu barusan? Lah gua kan janji gua live pagi Ronaldo, bro. Ronaldo janji kita. Serem nih, Kolombia. Portugal pun masih bisa nggak lolos anjir. Kali.
Ya udah lolos. Nunggu rutenya main di mana?
Goblok Dodo.
Ini kalau dia kalah dia bisa ketemu Prancis.
Bukan di sebelah kanan ya berarti?
Kalau menang dia Argentina dia.
Ya kan, ketemu Messi kan? Semoga aja menang lah.
Pangin Messi anjing. Baru World Cup lo berharga itu.
Lebih bahaya kok Cobra Diaz. Kok Cobra anjing? Jangan ketemu itu tim-tim negara-negara gede, udah ketemu Messi aja biar seru. Ketemu Jerman, Spanyol guys. Jerman, Spanyol, Inggris, Perancis ya. Sumpah ini Luis Diaz bahaya jing. Itu loh beli kopi ya sih.
Anjir gua bangun-bangun lapar macok. Langsung beli nasi gua coy.
Pasti makan kan sebelum tidur.
Kok makan sebelum tidur jing?
Enggak makan lah, makanya lapar.
Kebalik dong.
Malahan kalau makan terus lu tidur, bangun-bangun lu kayak kelaparan anjir.
Enggak tuh main Munchen itu, Luis Diaz.
Tapi ya kok makan sih tadi. Iya sebelum tidur.
Ngabarin mana? Vola. Makanya ini Vola babi.
Iya tapi nggak sebelum tidur banget.
Official broadcast ya guys.
Sejaman lah. Jaman habis itu baru gue.
Burik anjing, sumpah. Cuma kalau nonton di yang lain beda semenit gitu.
Stasiun TV di negara gua bubar gara-gara World Cup anjing.
Kenapa emang? Mesra juga sih.
Gak dapat ini TV rights.
Aduh
gak bisa sustain. Terus yang lainnya pada cabut bikin ini sendiri, channel sendiri.
Suara kita masuk di live nggak, Rod?
Masuk. Mau nggak masuk lo?
Nggak apa-apa. Sorry.
Portugal's players still unhappy about that decision, but Colombia with the corner kick.
James Rodriguez masih main anjing dah. Partner Ronaldo, bro. Lah kenapa? Oh, goal kick. Lah, goblok labil anjing wasitnya. Tumben secara mitologi Yunani. Kagak. Nggak kena ternyata ya. Offset dong. Goblok Dodo anjing. Offset dong. Jelas banget itu. Ih, senyum anjing. Saka dibeli Chelsea. Iya. Lah Saka bukan udah di Inggris ya dia, Liga Inggris. Cakep. Bruno. Lebar, bangun dok, jangan manja dok. Kontol. Buset, disundul pala orang anjing. Jangan dong, jangan kalah, menang aja. Kita mau lihat Portugal lawan Argentina, bro. Jangan aduh, anginnya keluar aja. Beda Saka, kalau Saka pemain sendiri. Iya tahu gua itu. Kan udah dibilang pemain Liga Inggris juga Saka. Sio atau Asu? Sio nih Sio. Ngapain? Nonton bokep. Dia ada skornya tuh nonton bola. Luis Diaz. Offset woi. Ngapain polling anjing? Kagak. Nggak masuk listnya gua. Keburu penuh meh. Cepet banget itu. Nggak ada 5 menit udah penuh anjing itu geogeser.
Lu nggak main itu, Rod?
Kagak dapet slotnya. Itu pas gua lagi AOK kayaknya baru ngelis. Kagak itu pas gua AOK baru datang listnya. Gimana kagak kelihatan, gua nggak buka WhatsApp web ini desktop. Penuh anjir. Window capture. Ya Allah, pada kagak percaya ini. Gua nonton di Vola nih.
Aduh.
Nih, babi. Tuh. Ini mau gua share screen nih, tuh. Gua share screen tuh. Busuk jing audionya. Tuh udah liatin tuh. Aku kagak bajakan guys.
Ini subscribe emang?
Iya langganan 2 bulan setengah.
Berapa harganya?
85.000.
Berapa banget ya? Tapi burik anjir.
Iya makanya. Ada share screen aja dong, orang YouTube belum mau kan kagak ada yang tahu, diam-diam anjing. Yuk share screen goblok.
Itu masih tidur nggak tuh anjir.
Discord lu kalau linknya dia dihapus semua, jangan dong.
Aduh, kenapa sih gue nembaknya kayak tai?
Tapi worth it soalnya lu nonton terus, kagak satu match doang. Memang kemarin main AOK gue sih jam berapa? Jangan Dut, jangan aneh-aneh anjing. Hilang YouTube gua. FIFA nih bro. Speed aja ditegor nggak boleh kamerain ke sono.
Oh shibal.
Oh, apa Ongki? Lagunya mati jing.
He's had a good season actually, Cordoba. He's based in Russia with Krasnodar. 22 goals in 41 appearances this season.
Garis 3, mana garis 3? Mana garis 3?
At Miami Stadium for this decisive final.
Menurut gua 2-0 kolom. Najis, jangan. Jangan kalah anjir, kalah temu negara besar guys. Gue pengen lihat Ronaldo Messi aja. Ngapa ini? Ini kenapa ada Adel goblok duta woi.
Yeah, I think that's also a direct result of Colombia having the better chances.
Diaz across. And away comes Nuno Mendes.
Monyet.
Vitinha.
Jangan Dut, jangan aneh Dut, anjir. Tumben Hang Bia nggak react Portugal, iya jing. Padahal gue pengen nggak jadi. Wush, Vitinha.
Looking to tee it up. Challenge made by Jean Arias. Header away by Lerma. Joao Cancelo.
How? Kagak ada orang how? Cancelo bagaimana?
Yeah, wasted opportunity for Portugal. Colombia just couldn't clear their lines and
Iya itu tuh ada atau dari duta tuh doh.
Get recycle the ball, get another ball in the box, and unfortunately Cancelo just overhits it. That's a poor quality cross from a player of his quality.
Well, there's a man who was under real pressure after the opening group stage.
Hang Bia mana? Mana gue tahu tidur kayaknya guys.
With DR Congo, but then that pressure relieved somewhat with a 5-0 win over Uzbekistan in their.
Ada orang UK asli nih namanya Priska guys. Jomblo dia, nggak mau guys. Orang UK asli nih.
UK. Sakman.
US anjir.
US.
He's another one like Joao Felix with a very impressive resume of clubs that he's played for.
Priska, pakai P dia. Goblok duta, weh. Portugal itu. Woi gol!
Wow. Aduh. Anjir.
Hampir gol cok.
Gila cuy.
Joao Felix.
Oh my god. Defense-nya sih gila cuy. Gila.
Vitinha.
Anjing. Dodo.
What the hell diwantek gua.
That was Pedro Neto. Vitinha again. All hands on
deck
for Colombia now. All of a sudden.
Ruben Neves. Duh anjing, Ruben Neves itu. Bukan deh. Coba itu. Neves bener anjing Ruben Neves.
Yeah, it does take a big deflection there.
Brand goblok sama benderanya.
It's not going to be overturned. We see this chance. Cancelo's ball in the box was exceptional.
Aduh Bruno.
Goalkeeper Vargas, what an exceptional reflex save. Point blank, stays big. That's a big hand and a massive save for
Yang nonton Portugal.
Yeah, he's been finally getting his chance over the last 3 years or so. Camilo Vargas, for a long time he was the understudy to David Ospina. On the
gawangnya kurang panjang. Ronaldo salto itu anjing diterusin sama Bruno. Bendera Portugalnya timbul goblok.
Just reacts to the shot. Okay, he's a little bit fortunate at him. and a little bit high, but because he keeps on his feet, reaction's brilliant.
Interesting one there off the ball. João Felix with a little shove, which sent Santiago Arias to the floor. Here it is.
Jangan udah posting Portugal.
Good challenge by Bruno Fernandes away from Davinson Sanchez. Here's Ronaldo. Fernandes needed to be a pinpoint cross. Neto was up in the box on the far side.
Yeah, has to be pinpoint. Accurate to Pedro Neto there. He's not the tallest. He's not going to win you a header in the box there. And unfortunately, Portugal just gets cut out. Good defending in the end from Colombia. But they've had to scramble a little bit in these last 5 minutes or so.
There's been a little added edge in the last couple of minutes here in this one. Real pressure now.
Boys!
Super play. Just over the
Anjing, nggak gol lagi bangsat.
Yeah, they just lifted another gear, haven't they, Portugal? Quick throw in.
Wah, udah cakep banget itu João Felix, jing.
It's very good. Just can't wait a long
Allah, ke atas banget, guys.
Reach. Hence why he's sort of stretching for it. Can't get over the ball. But nice play from Portugal and João Felix. Very, very close once again for Portugal.
He's had a very productive season, João Felix, in the Saudi Pro League alongside Cristiano Ronaldo. 26 goals he scored in his first season in that league. But here come Colombia now with James Rodriguez. Colombia haven't tested Diogo Costa in the Portuguese goal since the hydration break. Just changed the tempo of the game.
We've noticed that quite a bit in this tournament already, haven't we? These hydration breaks can influence massively the tempo of the game. We've seen it swing in different directions on each occasion, or often after the hydration breaks.
The deepest we've seen Luis Diaz in possession of the ball as well inside his own half there for a moment.
Gue sambil nontonnya serasa delay. Kok kalian delay? Gue juga nggak tahu dah.
They've been under so much pressure. Colombia, I don't think he's touched the ball for the last 10 minutes or so.
Machado available far side. Rodriguez just
Overlay skor yang keren juga. Yoi, itu sama Duta tuh dieditin.
James Rodriguez, a Colombian national record 11th appearance at the World Cup finals tonight for him, the number 10. Luis Diaz, what a season he's.
Bahaya nih anjing.
What a summer he's hoping to have with Colombia.
Nah kan, melebar dia kanan. Wah, Han.
Touch from Ronaldo, trying to pick out Pedro Neto. Free kick Colombia.
Yeah, just slightly rushing their shot. James Rodriguez initially throws a dummy, then looks to put it back on his right.
Oh
shit. Doesn't get a good strike on the ball.
Oke, panjangnya pakai 19-20. 19-20. Udah tuh.
Player of his quality, expect him just to take that touch, turn, he had a bit of space.
26 goals, Luis Diaz this season, 7 of them in the Champions League for Bayern Munich.
Yeah, he's had an exceptional season in the Bundesliga and in the Champions League. Like
Oke, thank you. Detiknya lebih cepat dari TV. Enggak kok sama. Iya, Dut. Ini kecepatan, Dut. Detiknya. Di sini 10, 11, 12, 13.
I think that's how he likes it. I think that's how he likes it, doesn't he? Likes to be involved all the time. Momentum. Keeping up.
Dah, play tuh 2-3 tuh pas. Ah. Thank you, Dut. Bisa disetting, guys. Itu live score mah bisa disetting. Orang codingan. Enggak kok pas di gua sama. Di shoot nih.
Vega stands firm. Here's a chance.
Nice banget.
And an easy save, the shot from Gustavo Puerta.
Itu anjing tuh. 3 menit, guys. Tambahan 3 menit. Beda tadi udahlah, biarin dah.
Interesting now from Portugal's point of view. It's Pedro Neto on the charge. Lukumi brilliantly timed.
Apa iya anjing tiba-tiba?
Looked to try and drop the shoulder and get past him, but Lakumi was so well positioned and very perfectly timed challenge.
Minimum of
Pada maruk anjing sabar.
end of this opening half in Miami as Colombia press forward with Luis Diaz. I think he looked determined to shoot there, whether an opportunity really appeared or not.
Yeah, just seemed to force it a little bit, didn't he? I mean, maybe that's a bit of frustration because he hasn't been in position for quite some time. Had hardly.
Ini
any
kalau
touches.
Nggak tahu kalau
draw,
buat
Portugal masih lolos nggak?
udah lolos, udah lolos.
Pasti lolos.
Udah pasti lolos ya?
Ini sih nunggu ini aja. Ya, mau milih jalan yang mana?
Kiri kanan
Kolombia
ya?
siapa terkenal? Itu ada Luis Diaz. Mas Rodriguez. Cordoba juga kayaknya terkenal itu. Cuma nggak tahu main di liga mana.
Looking for Luis Diaz and picking him out. Of
Ini
course,
pemain Munchen, Luis Diaz.
perfect passing. Machado sends it in. Vitinha's in the right
Nah,
place
baru bener nih audionya anjing.
and bring Neto into the play.
Double
Looking
sekarang.
rather stretched here in the closing
Nggak tahu.
moments of the first half. And it's with Nuno Mendes. Ronaldo's in position. João Felix in possession. Portugal on the front foot.
Bodo!
Ronaldo
Aduh.
got close to getting that shot away. Rodriguez.
Colombia semua cuy ini.
Foul by Nuno Mendes.
Nggak usah
Advantage
tutut.
played by referee.
Iya. Di
Pagani.
sana juga banyak.
And it's
Anjir.
collected by Cordoba.
Dadah aja bisa
Here
nyampe
comes Davinson
orangnya.
Sanchez. Lung bursting end to end.
Sekarang suaranya di kanan doang nih.
With half time very much on the horizon. Huerta,
Tuh ada Munoz juga.
John Arias, Rodriguez back
Ini
on his
mereka
feet,
sekalian
looking
nyeludupin
for an opening.
Push.
Pushed away by Costa, collected by Cancelo, and here comes Pedro Neto.
Neto.
Ini udah kayak
Neto.
di
Portugal
masjid nih,
advancing
Ron.
Neto.
rapidly.
Anjir.
Still Neto.
Gol.
Aduh, kagak dapet
Sanchez
space
there for
dong.
Colombia.
Yeah, good defending from Colombia. Had to be. Lakumi does really well to get back onside to try and put the block in, not allowing Pedro Neto to get around him, and then allowed his teammates to get back and help defend.
Breathless end-to-end play at the end of the first half on this humid night in Miami. As these two teams go toe-to-toe just before half-time. Huerta tries to get the shot in, and the referee says, that'll do it. Everyone can catch their breath.
Follow HP lama banget.
15 minutes.
Biasa orang tua guys, turunnya lama.
45 minutes plus 3 of additional time.
Gue lupa,
of intense, sweaty football.
buka tas barahnya.
Final effort of the first half from James Rodriguez, pushed away by Diogo Costa, who also made a
Nobar Discord nanti pas 32.
in the half. Both teams
Ya,
had their moments.
kita nobar Discord.
Has managed
Aduh ngantuk, match sudah pepek lah. Lu tangga tidur goblok Arya, gua aja tidur.
half-time, all to play for. It's Colombia.
Ya semoga aja kagak game boring guys. Bang Dodo. Jangan game boring lah. Nah.
Aduh. Gue nggak ada skin cok, jadi males banget nembaknya. Tolol nembaknya.
Ini yang saya sukai, berekspresi, membawa pesan yang positif. Kalau panas dalam,
Portugal menang lawan tim Kroco doang. Iya cok, anjing lawannya Uzbek kemarin 5-1.
Ya pemirsa, baru saja kita melihat bagaimana
Apa itu? Priska.
saji antara Kolombia melawan Portugal dan masih belum ada gol yang tercipta di sana. Ini jual beli serangan terus saja terjadi. Ini apa faktor utamanya, Bung Haris?
Ya kalau kita lihat memang justru Kolombia yang
Gila badannya pada jadi-jadi guys. Wena gitu guys.
ya, bahkan mereka ini kalau kita
Ini apa tiba-tiba ada skin Brazil anjing?
Bang Portugal, mereka expected goalnya 0,8,
Sabar, gua mau ngeliat
sementara Portugal hanya 0,52.
build tas bar hero gua mana.
Juga lebih banyak Kolombia dengan 13 kali shot, sementara Portugal hanya 9, dan on targetnya juga Kolombia ada 3, sementara Portugal hanya 2. Ini menandakan bahwa ternyata Kolombia juga nggak mau menyerahkan
Fireball
di grup ini kepada Portugal begitu saja.
Ya, betul sekali Bung Gita, ini jalannya babak pertama. Kita dengar dulu interviewnya.
Apa? Audionya nggak masuk, Cok.
Bastante remate de media distancia. Ahí es donde tenemos que tener mucho cuidado.
Dentro del estudio se habían dado cuenta ustedes que se cerraba mucho el lateral y que había que dar la profundidad por el lado derecho, más que todo por donde ha atacado Colombia.
Bueno, el lateral se cierra, hacia el interior está obligando a que se cierre. O sea, siempre lo que se busca es defender los carriles centrales y dejar las bandas abiertas.
Nonton di TP, vola.
Con Santi por fuera, con John, con James por dentro.
Belum ini babak 2 kayaknya nggak ngantuk, guys. Semoga kagak ngantuk ya.
Una cantidad de opciones que nos permite el juego para poder estar mucho más cerca de convertir.
¿Qué cree que le ha faltado a Colombia para poder precisamente convertir?
Bueno, quizás un poco más de precisión. Creo que muchos de los
precisión
de la puerta han ido muy sobre el portero. Pero lo importante es que estamos insistiendo. Esta semana hemos trabajado mucho en rematar a portería, acabar jugadas para evitar precisamente esas contras de ellos. Y bueno, el partido es difícil, ¿eh? Vamos a ver el segundo tiempo cómo lo seguimos manteniendo.
Well, some half-time thoughts there, but what an intense first half we've just enjoyed here in Miami. Let's take a look at some of the statistics from that.
Tumben udah bangun lah, gue udah bangun, gue janji ini kita nonton Portugal. Nih apa sih, woi audionya? Ngantuk nih audionya. Tukang audionya.
Mengamankan daerahnya, berdiri di depan 2 center back, dia berkali-kali mencuri bola dari percobaan.
Iya, kayak di ini ya ada noise suppression-nya ya.
Sementara itu kita lihat bagaimana statistik dari James Rodriguez dan juga Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ya, ini 2 pemain yang berpengaruh ya di babak pertama tadi. Kita lihat bagaimana attempt golnya James 2, sementara Ronaldo juga 3 attempt goal. Kemudian meskipun yang on target
yang di
masing-masing hanya 1,
yang di highlight,
tapi kita bisa lihat bahwa kedua pemain ini memiliki peran ya di timnya masing-masing, meskipun sejauh ini masih belum bisa menghasilkan gol.
Ya, betul sekali. Sementara itu pemirsa, kita lihat dulu ini adalah statistik dari final third di entries begitu ya, Bung Gita.
Ini kalau kita lihat ya lebih dominan Kolombia dari kiri, kemudian tidak banyak yang bisa berbuat banyak oleh Portugal, tapi 20 menit terakhir Portugal yang justru lebih menguasainya jalannya pertandingan. Ada 2 peluang mereka, satu dari Bruno Fernandes. Portugal.
Ya, betul sekali. Dan
ya, teman gue di Discord
banyak membangun serangan lewat Bruno, Vitinha, Felix. Sementara Cristiano Ronaldo berapa kali menjadi target di kotak penalti, namun masih belum maksimal.
Ya, kalau kita lihat ya Ronaldo cukup mendapatkan support ya. Artinya kalau kita lihat Ronaldo ini tidak.
Nah juga gue mau beli makan.
Demikian
mumpung break.
Paling nggak ada 1 shot on target ya, dan bahkan 2 shootnya diblok oleh lawan. Artinya memang perannya sudah mulai terlihat, tapi memang dia tidak mendapatkan ruang yang cukup ya untuk bisa berkreasi lebih banyak.
Babak 2 start jam 8 emang ya?
Di babak pertama tadi pemirsa, Bung Gita?
Jam 8.
Pada saat Portugal mencoba membangun serangan, mereka terkesan lebih lambat ya, dibandingkan dengan permainan cepat yang ditampilkan oleh Luis Diaz dan kawan-kawan. Ini kelihatan sekali pada saat masuk di final third Portugal, itu kecepatan dari Kolombia 2 kali ya mengancam pertahanan Portugal sendiri. Tapi kita bicara 10 menit terakhir itu milik Portugal sebenarnya. Ini yang juga harus diwaspadai oleh
nasi kuning
kedua nanti.
Iya, namun tadi kita sedikit melihat bagaimana Portugal masih kesulitan juga menemukan ruang di belakang garis pertahanan Kolombia untuk men-shoot dengan clear begitu.
Iya, betul. Ada 1 peluang sebenarnya tadi.
Masih ada 5 menit buat boker.
Kemudian ada tendangan salto dari Ronaldo diteruskan, tapi dapat diblok dengan baik. Kalau kita lihat jumlah blok yang dilakukan oleh kedua tim juga cukup besar ya, 4 dan 3.
Iya, betul sekali. bagaimana laga benar-benar sangat agresif sebenarnya bagi kedua tim, walaupun memang kita melihat Kolombia lebih dominan, tapi memang penguasaan bola relatif seimbang begitu ya. Kita melihat bagaimana Kolombia ini kecepatan berada di sayap begitu.
Betul ya, memang karena kekuatan dari Kolombia adalah bagaimana mereka
Yes.
melakukan transisi
Benar.
dan melakukan counter dengan kecepatan Luis Diaz, kemudian Gonjon Arias. Sementara James Rodriguez cenderung sebagai otaknya di tengah ya.
Iya.
Nah ini dia salah satu peluang yang dapat oleh Kolombia, dan tadi juga ada sebuah shot yang tidak terkawal ya, shoot dari luar kotak penalti Gustavo Puerta, tapi memang Diego Costa masih cukup cekatan ya untuk bisa mengamankan gawang.
Kalau kita lihat juga tidak adanya Daniel Munoz memang mengurangi serangan dari Kolombia, tapi jelas penggantinya John Arias itu lebih punya apa ya, penampilan fisik yang agak merepotkan
dimakan.
Mendes tadi. Berkali-kali dia masuk dari kanan, ada 2 kali sempat dia tercatat masuk dari kanan, inverted kadang-kadang yang merepotkan pertahanan Portugal.
Iya, nanti kita akan segera melihat ya ada adjustment apa di masing-masing lini serang, karena sebenarnya di babak pertama intensitasnya sangat tinggi begitu. Ada transisi peluang ke sisi satunya, transisi
Apa nasi gobios kriwil?
banyak sekali peluang yang mencoba diciptakan.
Ya, apa jing nasi gobios?
Dari awal-awal memang Portugal tampak lebih lambat mainnya ya. Tapi belakangan juga mereka ini mulai speednya mulai kencang, sehingga memasuki lewat 30 menit 20 menit ini Portugal dan juga Kolombia jual beli serangannya cukup menarik ya. Ini memang membuat kiper kedua tim harus bekerja keras.
Iya.
Satu shot on targetnya satu dari Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, ini aja.
Dari tendangan bebas, kemudian ada satu lagi dari Bruno Fernandes.
Pagembus.
Gagal diteruskan, dibentakkan oleh penjaga gawang dan gagal diteruskan oleh Cristiano Ronaldo. Ini peluang terbaik dari Portugal sebenarnya.
Yes, betul.
Tapi penjaga gawang dan tendangan salto Cristiano Ronaldo diblok oleh pemain belakang Kolombia. Ini
Pagembus yang dekat sini kagak buka, guys. Mandi.
Betul sekali, ini nampaknya kalau kita melihat tadi sampai dengan ada berapa pemain Kolombia di lini pertahanan sebenarnya, tapi bisa terlewatkan begitu.
Ya, memang kalau kita nilai sejauh ini ya, apa yang dilakukan kedua tim ini betul-betul menunjukkan mereka ingin
Nasi kuningnya lah, nasi kuning dah.
Ingin meraih
Kolim ini daerah mana ya, Kolim?
Klasmen grup K ini tentu ingin terhindar
Nasi
dari
kuning telur
mereka atau jalur yang neraka buat mereka di fase knockout.
Ya, karena kalau mereka jadi juara grup, contohnya adalah ini
Burayam kagak enak pagi-pagi.
Dia hanya akan berhadapan dengan Ghana.
Sambelnya gabung.
Berhadapan dengan Kroasia ya, di lawan sebelah. Kemudian lolos ke 16 besar pun mereka mendapatkan lawan
Ceriping guys.
dengan raja-raja Eropa di sisi bawah.
Orek basah.
Iya, betul sekali. Posisi di klasemen siapa yang juara dan juga runner up itu akan menentukan sejauh apa mereka melangkah di Piala Dunia 2026 ini tentunya ya.
Betul.
Dan kita
Bakwan sayur, bakwan sayur, bakwan jagung.
ke babak kedua di mana masih ada
Boceng.
pemain-pemain yang ada di bangku cadangan yang mungkin akan merubah jalannya pertandingan di babak kedua, apalagi tadi banyak tercipta, tinggal skornya yang kita nantikan, Bung Haris.
Iya, kalau kita lihat di bangku cadangan dua tim ini masih punya pemain-pemain yang bisa menjadi pembeda ya. Di posisi Portugal mereka masih punya Bernardo Silva yang bisa pegang bola lebih lama, lebih punya kreasi. Kemudian juga masih ada Rafael Leao yang bisa mengeksplorasi sisi sayap dari Kolombia. Kemudian juga masih ada Francisco Siscal yang mungkin bisa masuk. Trincao juga masih punya. Artinya Portugal punya banyak amunisi untuk bisa menghidupkan permainan mereka di babak kedua.
Nasi kuning.
Kolombia masih belum memainkan Luis Suarez, masih ada Daniel Munoz ya yang menjadi top skor mereka di posisi bek kanan. Artinya dengan pemain-pemain yang mereka miliki ya, potensi perubahan, potensi kejutan masih cukup akan terlihat nanti di babak kedua.
Sudah ada 3 pemain Kolombia yang bikin gol. Daniel Munoz yang mencetak 2 gol, masing-masing 1 di 2 pertandingan, tidak dimainkan. Dia masih bisa dimasukkan tadi menggantikan Santiago Arias di posisi bek kanan. Kemudian ada Jamison Campas yang menciptakan gol ketiga ke Uzbekistan. Saya pikir opsinya akan seperti itu. Kemudian dari sisi Portugal sendiri, João Neves juga belum dimainkan. Lapangan tengah pasti akan digalang oleh dia. Matheus Nunes juga ya yang bermain di City belum dimainkan di pertandingan ini.
Iya, dan tadi kita melihat bagaimana aliran bola dari keduanya sebenarnya sangat smooth sekali Namun kalau Bung Haris sendiri melihat ini duel lini tengah, siapa yang akhirnya lebih banyak memenangkan duel di lini tengah ini?
Iya, kalau kita lihat dua tim ini punya kekuatan lini tengah yang sama bagusnya ya. Cuma beda gayanya saja. Memang kalau Portugal di tengah mereka lebih bermain
Bang Dodo,
lebih datar.
gak tahu nih kayaknya momennya
Tempo mereka atur, sementara kalau Kolombia mereka lebih mengandalkan kecepatan ya. Artinya kalau seandainya mereka dapat
masih
bola,
menunggu momen Bang Dodo golin.
sisi sayap di mana Diaz kemudian juga Rodriguez ataupun ada Arias di situ yang bisa melakukan kecepatannya ya, memperlihatkan kecepatannya untuk bisa mendorong bola kepada John Cordoba di depan.
Iya, tadi kita juga sempat melihat bagaimana Felix sempat gagal untuk mengeksekusi menjadi skor. Iya, sangat terganggu sekali dengan lini pertahanan dari Kolombia yang juga cepat untuk bertransisi.
Ya, mereka cepat menutup ya. Kalau kita lihat ya, ada 3 block shot yang dilakukan oleh para pemain Kolombia terhadap serangan-serangan Portugal ini. Masuk ke lapangan, ke sepertiga lapangan permainan pun selalu dicegah oleh para pemain Kolombia dengan sangat baik.
Iya, dan ini nampaknya akan menjadi laga yang sangat syarat gengsi juga, apalagi di babak kedua ini sangat menentukan. Tinggal 45 menit lagi. Apakah pergantian dilakukan dari awal seperti tim atau laga-laga sebelumnya? Ini banyak sekali tim yang melakukan langsung dari awal babak kedua atau menunggu sampai 60-70 dulu.
Saya pikir awal-awal babak kedua akan ada pergantian ya, karena pergantian kan walaupun 5 harus dilakukan dalam 3 kali pergantian. Dan sekarang mereka belum mengganti sama sekali. Jadi saya pikir akan
habis match ini lanjut nonton got nomor 1 nggak? Tergantung kelarnya jam berapa ini. Pagi Master, pagi ini kok.
Iya, betul sekali.
Udah mulai nih, audio benerin lah tap gue, pola. Jam 9 Messi tuh.
Ini yang saya sukai. Berekspresi, membawa pesan yang positif. Kalau panas dalam, bantu redakan dengan yang ada badannya.
Ya, baik pemirsa, kita melihat bagaimana laga antara Kolombia melawan Portugal di babak kedua ini akan segera dimulai, dan ini menjadi laga syarat gengsi bagi keduanya untuk memperebutkan siapa yang berada di paling atas puncak grup dari grup K di Piala Dunia 2026. Kira-kira nanti di babak kedua ini apa perubahan taktik yang akan dijalankan oleh keduanya, Bung Haris?
Iya, kalau saya pikir
Pesawat pengen nonton gua ini dulu.
Cepat ya. Harus lebih bisa mengeksplorasi sisi sayap dan juga bagaimana mereka punya pemain-pemain yang lebih berkualitas betulnya ketimbang Kolombia. Jangan didominasi oleh Kolombia, ini yang harus mereka cepat dapatkan ya. Dan potensi itu bisa terjadi kalau seandainya Portugal bermain bisa lebih mengatur tempo mereka.
Jadi kalau kita lihat di kamera, João Neves sudah disorot. Saya pikir ini satu pemain yang akan masuk di awal babak kedua ini menggantikan, kalau kita lihat Ruben Neves ya, mungkin yang akan keluar digantikan oleh João Neves.
Iya, dan lagi
Diego Jota yang disuruh oleh penonton masuk.
Iya.
Nggak dapat izin dari langit.
Kita akan segera menyaksikan
ya,
apakah pemain bintang ini ada keduanya, James Rodriguez dan juga Cristiano Ronaldo akan mencetak gol bagi kedua tim.
Ini dua pemain yang sangat bersahabat ya saat bersama Real Madrid. Mereka bergandengan tangan saat itu membawa Real Madrid meraih 2 kali Liga Champions trofi Liga Champions di bawah Carlo Ancelotti. Tapi sekarang mereka harus saling sikut-sikutan dalam tanda kutip ya untuk bisa membawa timnya menang.
Luar biasa kompetisi yang tetap menjaga sportivitas, dan langsung saja pemirsa kita akan segera menyaksikan babak kedua lanjutan grup K Piala Dunia 2026 antara Kolombia melawan Portugal. Selamat menyaksikan.
Dalot main anjing. Dalot main. Anjing, Dalot main bangsat.
is about to put up the board any moment now. Don't think we're going to get any changes for.
Ya Allah, Dalot main anjing. Kelar aja game, guys.
It is Ruben Neves who is being replaced at the break, and
Di mana di Vola?
Joao Cancelo as well, given that it's
Ya Allah, Dalot main anjing.
is coming on. That is confirmation of
Joao Neves sama Ruben Neves saudaraan dia berdua.
Cancelo and Ruben Neves of Joao Neves Diogo Dalot. So double change there from Roberto Martinez at the start of this second half.
Yeah, I just wonder if that is to do with maybe some injuries or just trying to change things up a little bit, get a little bit more control in midfield, certainly with Joao Neves coming on.
Portugal get us underway at the start of this second half. Joao Neves on, the youngest.
Mulai, Dut, skor Dut.
One of the most important, a double Champions League winner with Paris Saint-Germain, in alongside his club teammate Vitinha now.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Joao Neves, we shouldn't forget.
Udah 18 aja itu anjing.
In the first game with DR Congo. So away we go as Ronaldo feeds it to Bruno Fernandes. This is Pedro Neto. First touch for Dalot off the bench.
Oh, Dalot. Gerakan apa yang dibuatnya sama Dalot? Ya, dia mati langkah kakinya, bro.
Yeah, more positive start to this second half for Portugal, looking to try and get on that front foot. Those changes seems like a more natural pairing in midfield, doesn't it? Joao Neves and Vitinha, that understanding playing club.
Lerma namanya, Lerma.
Dominant for PSG and of course in the Champions League this season once again.
Kan depannya 3 kan, Diaz, Cordoba sama James Rodriguez. Kalau itu pemain mana rota MVP?
Puerta has it. He takes a bit of knocking off the ball, Gustavo Puerta. Jefferson Lerma looking for Luis Diaz. Into Puerta. This is Jefferson Lerma. John Arias. Santiago Arias away on the far side. Space provided for James Rodriguez. It was nearly the inch-perfect pass that Colombia were looking for. Free kick for the challenge on Vitinha.
Once again, James Rodriguez finding that space in midfield. And Portugal continue to allow him to have that time on the ball. He's able to pick out passes. He's so dangerous in those sort of situations.
4-2-3-1. Saudaranya Ruben Onsu.
Kansas City on the 3rd of July, and it would be Portugal facing Croatia in Toronto the day before on the 2nd. Ronaldo getting a little bit hands-on. Puerta. He started all 3 of the games for Colombia. Jefferson Lerma to sit on the bench for Crystal Palace in the UEFA Conference League final when they were 1-0 winners over Rayo Vallecano. Crystal Palace winning a European trophy for the first time this year. Diaz. Machado making a run forward to the edge of the penalty area. Rodriguez, who seems fine after that heavy challenge on him by Nuno Mendes shortly before the interval. That's good news for Colombia. Here he is again. So much of the play goes through him. Lerma keeps hold of it. Sanchez. Terrific support for Colombia here.
Selamat pagi, teman-teman.
Gustavo Puerta. Little ponderous. Picked by Bruno Fernandes.
Aduh.
Foul by Davinson Sanchez.
Yeah, Colombia trying to slow the play down as quickly as possible. They knew Portugal was on the break. A bit of frustration there from João Felix.
Kunci kemenangan ada di Dalot. Tai.
Dalot to get away from Diaz. He's got a bit of pace, hasn't he, Diogo Dalot? They'll be looking for him to venture forward in support of Pedro Neto, no doubt. Here comes Ronaldo. Fernandes well forward in the middle. Very confidently dealt with by Colombia, and John Arias and Nuno Mendes across and just brushes the player aside.
Yeah, I think it's really good refereeing. You know, Mendes just uses his body strength. Don't think there's anything in that.
Vitinha. Neto. Is João Neves. Vitinha. Now Pedro Neto, faced by Machado. Feeds it to Dalot in towards João Felix.
Hampir jing.
Big chance for João Felix. He knows it as well. Delivering the box from Dalot was excellent. Don't think he realized he's going to get the ball. João Felix kind of just sort of.
Lihat kan Dalot mana ada jing. Hoki aja itu.
Completely mistimes it off his shoulder.
Aduh. What the?
From Roberto Martinez.
Apa itu?
Certainly got the talent if they can find the right blend to go deep into the tournament. You could make the case for either of these two having a good run at this World Cup.
Ilegal enggak? Pakai pola.
Yeah, both have been set up really well tonight. They've both decided to go for it.
Busuk banget audionya jing.
Happy to sit back and just play out the result. Obviously, Portugal want to try and finish top of this group.
Dozen attempts on goal from Colombia, 10 from Portugal so far.
Apa Felix Xiao anjing?
5 between them on target.
João Felix.
Interesting to see how the pace of this match fares as the minutes go by. There's a real intensity about it in the lead up towards half time. Strength sapping conditions here. Jefferson Lerma. Arias.
Nonton di mana? Di Vola.
Couldn't get it past Bruno Fernandes there. This is Lukumi. There's a real up and under for Cordoba to chase, and chase it he does. Cordoba collecting and relieved on the ball by Ruben Diaz, and excellent work from John Arias to reclaim it. Lerma was very ponderous there. Well, one back by Bruno Fernandes initially. Vitinha. And now João Felix.
Yeah.
It's away. João Felix. And just it behind Bruno Fernandes, but it didn't quite reach Ronaldo.
Oh, that was excellent from João Felix. The way in which he takes that ball in his stride was exceptional. Slightly behind him. And then he just pulls it into his path and just leaves Colombia in his way. He was trying to get across, couldn't keep up with him. Just sheer pace.
Yeah, he really went through the gears there, didn't he? Put the afterburners on. This is Gustavo Puerta. Very finely balanced as it stands. Colombia would win the group. Portugal will be second. Uzbekistan are still beating DR Congo, which means that they would finish third on 3 points. DR Congo bottom of the group on 1.
Ini kalau Portugal menang bisa satu possession. Iya, sama Messi juga. Ketemu Messi di bagian akar yang kanan. Kalau kalah, kalau kalah ketemunya sama itu Perancis. Wush, cing. Kalah ketemunya Perancis, Jerman, Inggris, Spanyol. Kalah speednya. Kalau imbang ini, kalau imbang kayaknya tetap ke Inggris ya nih lah. Tetap ke Inggris sama Spanyol.
Dia udah imbang di awal ini nggak bakal.
Rodriguez.
Ya kalau ketemu, kalau nanti akarnya ke Spanyol kalau imbang seri. Kalau seri sama kalah.
Yeah, we're going to see this for the rest of the night. I think we're
Harus
going to see
sweet
waves of time where the players slow down a little bit, possession base, and all of a sudden there's a turn of pace. There's a couple of shots at the moment from distance, trying to test. Obviously, Costa in goal. First one, he got his fist right behind it. It was swerving, dipping.
So remains goalless here, 10 minutes into the second half.
Ya gue ngarep menang sih.
Colombia have never been involved in a goalless draw at the World
Mada
Cup.
TV pagi-pagi, Mada TV.
This is the 25th match they played over the years at the finals.
Well, the way in which this game's been played, you feel like it's almost an impossibility to be a 0-0. So many chances created, both sides going for it. Portugal obviously desperate to finish top of the group. They're going to have to try and put some more pressure, try and lift the tempo, try and break through this Colombian defense.
Vitinha.
Terus itu lagu di Gebo anjing.
Ronaldo. João Neves. Vitinha with options. Renato Vega was one of them. This is João Felix.
Prancis juara, please.
Sanchez. John Arias.
Si jauh anjing, 16 besar belum.
Santiago Arias. High and long off the boot of Davinson Sanchez. Cordoba scrapping for all he's worth, really testing Ruben Diaz. That was classy play from Ruben Diaz.
He does really, really well because his teammate Ronaldo Vega puts him under a lot of pressure. There was a thought there initially that maybe Cordoba would get there just in time, but Ruben Diaz just kept his calm, kept his cool, and took control of the situation and dealt with it very, very coolly.
Gue kalau negara Prancis sih sama persis.
Match momentum at the moment. There's a reasonable amount of yellow on that mark.
Barang Kwanis WN ya, iya WN ya.
I mean, you can see Colombia have certainly come to life again in this second half. Portugal had a little moment, and everything's come through. João Felix, he's the one down the left-hand side that's created real problems. Seems like a different player in the second half already. João Felix
Nasi
lost the ball too
kuning.
many times in that first half. This second half, he's
Gue
been a major threat.
gue kira temen.
Manis. Man, please, Nil.
Back with Ruben Diaz.
Man.
Pedro Neto's been waiting patiently on this near side.
Lu pasti belum tidur kah? Gue udah tidur ini.
João Neves, the possession here from Portugal as they look to try to build up a head of steam here. João Felix, a little too high for Cristiano Ronaldo. Two players who've combined pretty well all season
Baru bangun.
for Al Nassr.
FIFA presiden tuh.
Enjoying this match here in the heat of South Florida.
Ini melek.
Puerta. Colombia getting ready to make a couple of changes, by the way. Richard Rios and Luis Suarez are going to come on, but this could open up nicely now for João Felix.
Ronaldo!
Ronaldo! And the flag goes up anyway.
Offset lagi kontol.
Yeah, he looked a long way offside. Cristiano Ronaldo just didn't, again, keep his eye on the line.
Do offset gol anjing.
See now, you can see the line. He's just gone way too early.
Jauh banget anjing.
Double change here now. Jefferson Lerma, one of the players, coming off. Richard Rios on for him. Sean Cordoba off. And Luis Suarez on for Colombia. Suarez has had another outstanding season. 38 goals he scored for Sporting. And there we are with Rios on as well, the Benfica player. He was with Palmeiras at the Club World Cup here in the States last summer. He left, and he was a favourite of Jose Mourinho in Lisbon this past season.
Ronaldo melukis saja. Tahu kenapa kagak di-shoot anjing?
Well, Nestor Lorenzo there clearly looking to continue the momentum and the intensity of the performance by bringing on some fresh legs here at this stage with half an hour to go.
Yeah, it's very taxing these conditions.
Kalah ini.
Cordoba's really run.
Jangan kalah, menang aja, menang 1-0 dah.
A lot of ground in that first half and into the second half. Just some fresh legs. And the midfield as well, a little bit of freshening up for Colombia as they look to try and contain Portugal, but also on the other hand, try and get up the other end and maybe score their own goal.
Have a tester there for Costa from Dallo. Well, he knows where the goal is, Suarez, that's for sure. He scored 4 goals against Venezuela in 67 minutes in the final qualifier. It was a 6-3 win for Colombia. Sanchez. James Rodriguez. Good movement. Santiago Arias. Here's a chance, and it's wide.
Alhamdulillah, nggak gol.
A rare goal-scoring opportunity, and it was Rios who's just come off the bench.
Oh, it's a big chance for Colombia. Rios does so well. He's late right
Sama
to the
Chris,
box.
mana?
James Rodriguez once again instrumental in the
Kayak suara
play. The
teriakannya nggak
crossover
ada
is
gitu loh.
brilliant.
Anjir.
Rios just can't control his side-foot attempt on goal because the goal was gaping in the far post.
What a way to announce your arrival on the field that would have been.
Portugal banyak peluangnya.
Should have been at least on target from that sort of area, that unopposed.
He's come off the bench in all 3 of the group games. Richard Rios,
Emang ya dari tadi Inggris.
regular for Colombia, appearing in every one bar one in the last 2.5 years or so. Here they come with Luis Diaz. No, you don't, says Diogo Dallo. And again, it opens up this game, stretches out.
As we see with both sides, they look to go on the attack. You turn over possession, it's a quick counter. So many players are pushed forward.
Dari mana sih? Aduh, teman-teman gua loh.
Uncompromising challenge by Rios on Vitinho. He didn't want Vitinho to settle on the ball too much.
Fighting spiritnya orang jago-jago mana?
Easy decision for the referee there. That's the set-piece coach for Portugal, Austin McPhee, who spends the rest of the year doing the same job with Aston Villa in the Premier League in England.
Sekarang udah nggak boleh nutupin sambil ngomong ya?
With some considerable success, it must be said, with some of the routines.
Udah keratos anjing.
Well, they've settled on the plan.
Bruno
Fernandes looks for Ronaldo. Doesn't quite find him. Goal kick.
You can see there, Sanchez was aware of the threat. The minute Ronaldo makes that run in the box, Diaz is just looking to lob it to him.
It's onside as well.
Sanchez does really well. Just gets himself in the way. prevents Ronaldo getting any opportunity to get ahead on that ball.
This is Rios. Good ball. Rodriguez, nicely done. Luis Suarez, the substitute. Angles tight. Colombia have a corner.
Yeah, good defender from Vega. He does so well. Ronaldo Vega stays on his feet, doesn't dive in until the last minute, doesn't get sold the first dummy. James Rodriguez once again, given that space. That ball is an excellent ball. Suarez looks like he takes that touch. His dummies, you feel like he's going to take it back on his left foot.
Suarez Barca beda.
Try and sneak one in from an acute angle.
Rodriguez. Sanchez getting his head on it, but not in the direction he wanted to.
Yeah, it's the bodies in the box, isn't it? Ronaldo Vega there is the one that just puts the pressure on Sanchez. Knows he can't win the header, but just the slightest little touches doesn't allow him to have that freedom to get a proper direction on that header.
Ruben Diaz is looking for Bruno Fernandes. $25 to go here. Still we wait our first goal. John Neves. Well, one back by Puerta. Suarez, a little bit short with the pass, got away with it. Rios. Arias. Portugal backpedaling. Colombia threatening. Arias brings a save from Diogo Costa.
That's a really good save from the goalkeeper. It takes a deflection, I believe, from Vega. Ronaldo Vega is a diving attempt to try and make the block. There, it's off his body, and the goalkeeper has to react. Does well.
Yeah, splitting noise in the stadium at times. Vega's header away. Luis Diaz can't see a way to get a shot in. Maybe Puerta can. Colombia are knocking on Portugal's door here quite loudly.
That was very, very close. He's hit that so well. Puerta there is right behind it.
And the physio's called on here. Have a stoppage, and whilst that takes place, we can reflect on what we've just seen.
Yeah, it's a really good strike. Just can't control it. I think Diogo Costa's got it covered. You can see that it starts on target and then just swerves away as he strikes through the ball.
Nuno Mendes, the player receiving treatment, but he's back on his feet. Still goalless. These two teams still locked together in every sense of the word.
Yeah, it's been an intriguing encounter between the two, hasn't it? I mean, it's really been end-to-end sort of stuff. At times hectic, other times just really controlled. And again, it's dealing with the conditions, but both sides are looking to try and get the initiative, trying to force the others into making a mistake, win the ball out the pitch, trying to hit them on the counter, expose them. And it's been a really interesting game of football.
Yeah, and the two substitutions made by Colombia seem to have made a little bit of an impact in the last few minutes. Rios has sort of solidified that midfield. He's a really sturdy player, isn't he? And Luis Suarez, he actually is their first choice centre forward anyway. The one who's come on.
Yeah, no, I mean, Suarez obviously, yeah, like you said, slightly different player to Cordoba, hasn't got the physical presence as Cordoba had. But I think as the game is opening up a little bit, that's where Luis Suarez can come into his element. And Richard Rios, I mean, what a chance. He could have easily have opened in the scoring. Been a free shot from about 8 yards out, side footer, just gets the timing wrong. Maybe that's to do with coming on when he did.
Di bola bisa time out ini, time out nih.
Sometimes a player is just not quite up to speed with that opportunity.
When you look at the intensity of this game, it almost feels like a knockout game already, and considering particularly that both of these teams are going to go through. Yeah, it stands. And Matt Damon there discussing what he's seen so far in the second half.
I'm sure he's enjoying the intensity of this game.
So midway through the second half, we still await our first goal of the evening in this enthralling match in Miami.
Keren anjing studionya, stadiumnya.
Certainly it's one occasion when you can most certainly say
Yang berbayar Supindo, nggak ada kalau komentator.
the opportunity to take
Komentator emang Inggris, nggak tahu.
A couple of changes. Samu Costa, I think is going
Nggak
to
ada
come on, and so
kalau komentator Indo nggak ada kayaknya.
And players
Pitinya ganti tuh guys.
going off João Felix and
Pitinya
also
ganti.
going off, I think Vitinha, yes, Vitinha.
Samu Costa. Berarti Ronaldo ditarik ke kanan ya? Apa ke belakang?
It's 1-1 in the other match in the group, by the way. DR Congo have equalized against Uzbekistan. So Samu Costa on. He was something of a surprise call-up in the spring, but did well in the games against Mexico and the United States and got the nod over João Palhinha, who many might have expected to be in Portugal's squad. So it's his first appearance of the World Cup.
Ya, apa menit 90 Uzbek, goblok, duta.
And Rafael Leao, who plays on the left-hand side, is the clear replacement for João Felix. And, Leao of Milan is capable of winning a game on his day, absolutely. Suarez now for Colombia. 20 minutes to go.
Terus aja gay boy anjing.
Colombia winning the group by 2 points with the draw. Portugal set to finish second. Here's the table in real
Tahu nih Helmi gimana ya?
stats. The Congo's total of 2 points would not be enough to see them through into the knockout stages.
Kongo nggak masuk guys.
Machado.
Cengin rapi lah. Iya anjing.
Ball into Puerta. Puerta finds John Arias, Santiago Arias now. Colombia moving the ball around well here.
Dut matiin itu si gay boynya.
Rios. Luis Diaz.
Di gay boy.
Puerta leaving it to Rodriguez and David Machado. James Rodriguez looking to roll back the years here at this World Cup. Based in the United States since February with Minnesota United. Just haven't seen too much of him in their jersey so far. Almost one back for Portugal there by
Meksiko aman kan, Badur? Meksiko. Ngikutin gua. Harusnya aman di atas nomor 1.
Down that left-hand side, a lot more directness.
Whoosh.
Referee lets play go on. There's tracking back for Portugal to do now. In it comes. Suarez tees it up, can't quite get the shot away cleanly.
Untung clean anjir, bersih.
Survived. They certainly had a good number of defenders around the ball there.
Ya Allah, perstotnya jelek banget, Dodo.
Ronaldo inadvertently gives it away to James Rodriguez. Now it's with Luis Diaz. Portugal with defending to do. Vega's header away.
Untung anjing.
And via Renato Vega behind for a corner.
Yeah, really good play again from Colombia. Just that turnover possession. Ronaldo gets dispossessed. They quickly turn that into an opportunity. Luis Diaz's cross in the box was very, very dangerous. Portugal half clear it. And as the ball pops out, just last-ditch defending really in the end. I think Diogo Costa had it covered though.
Yeah, quick thinking there by Colombia. Too quick for the referee's liking. It's back out to James Rodriguez. It hangs in the air. Doesn't drop quickly enough. Away comes Nuno Mendes. Portugal get the ball clear, and Colombia howling for a penalty kick for the challenge inside the box. The referee is currently awarded the ball Portugal's way. Here it is again. And he ends up kicking the back of Nuno Mendes as he goes for the ball.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes, I think he's set. He's got his position.
Enggak lah, nggak penalti itu anjir.
Don't think that's a foul. The referee was adamant it wasn't. Suarez goes down.
Nggak foul tuh.
Referee's right on the spot. I think it's good refereeing. Of course, as Portugal look to try and break, Colombia just need to try and squat it, prevent that quick breakaway, and they do it by giving away a foul.
Diogo Dalot, not much room for manoeuvre. Two more changes coming for Colombia shortly. Juan Quintero and Kevin Castaño.
Skornya hilang, link lagi, Skornya,
They're on the touchline, ready to go. Here's Rafael Leao.
Monyet.
No joy for him so far on the far side.
Minta linknya lagi,
Skornya. Opportunity so far. When he has won the ball, initially it's been in his own half, and then really quickly dispossessed.
Salah.
Here come the changes. John Arias, one of the players being replaced, and Castaño on. He's a defensive midfield player from River Plate, who have had a pretty tough year. Great reception for the work rate and the performance of Arias, and also James Rodriguez. Standing ovation all around the stadium here for James Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's been excellent tonight for Colombia. Positional play, little pockets he's found himself in. Whenever on the ball, he just looks such a threat, and he's just the absolute. He's the one that just pulls all the strings for Colombia in midfield.
Well, they'll be looking for Quintero to try to do that.
Dia bakar analis, nggak bakar analis aja.
These days, had half an hour against DR Congo in the last match.
Leo tuh,
Leo go.
Yo.
Shearing burst of pace. Had the ball gone behind? Yes, it had. Corner. First corner of the game for Portugal, by the way.
Yeah, they've been really quiet in the second half. Certainly, like entries in that final third, they've struggled. Colombia's been the dominating team.
Full house here, 64,478. Jimmy Butler watching the match, the NBA star, Golden State Warriors these days.
Liputan bola.
Renato Vega is wandering up towards the far post area. And Bruno Fernandes is taking his time here. Ronaldo loitering in the goal, hoping nobody notices his presence. Referee tells him to get back on the pitch.
Gak bisa nih, udah gede.
12.5 minutes to go. What have Portugal got up their sleeve here? It's back out to Dalot.
Udah gede tuh, udah mentok dah.
Far wide. Certainly from his reaction, it didn't look as if it was far wide.
Yeah, it looked very, very close from this angle, didn't it? To try and curl it into that far post area. Still had a bit to do. I don't think Camilo Vargas was too concerned about it. It was probably more Dalot's frustration and not being able to keep that on target. But nicely worked.
Ditepokin tangan sama coach.
For Portugal in this game.
Ukuran ganti 900.
Trying to craft a pass up to Luis Suarez. Bit of space here for Rios. It's Quintero initially. Bit of room now. David Machado trying to tee it up. Diaz,
clear, mantap.
Not enough time and space inside the box for it. And here come Portugal.
Kecil banget tuh, Pak. Kecil banget anjir, 900.
He hasn't seen so much of the ball in this second half, Pedro Neto on this near side.
Yeah, both the wide players have struggled for real. Any kind of ball possession. We saw Joel Felix had a little bit in that sort of early stage of the second half. He caused some
Kongo
real
lolos.
threat down the left-hand
Emang
side
iya
for
kagak kayaknya.
Portugal. But since then, it's really they've been starved of any real type of service.
Room for Ronaldo. Into Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo now for Portugal. Trying to tee it up.
Kenapa dioper ya? Goblok, giliran begitu dioper.
Yeah, good little play down the left-hand side. Ronaldo's running behind was a really good one. And his attempt to try and chip it across the face of the goal. This is the man, Davinson Sanchez, reads it really well. Adjusts just enough.
Ada pas nih.
Portugal fans quickly rather drowned out by the majority inside the stadium, despite their best efforts.
Masa ya imbang makanya.
It's a wonderful atmosphere here.
Ganti aja masih udah Ronaldo dok, ganti dok.
Portugal's turn to ask questions. Over it comes, comfortably away. Breakaway could be on. Luis Diaz. He's got support on the near side. And hurtling forward with the opportunity to send it into the penalty area was Quintero. Cut out by Diogo Dalot.
Menang dulu 2-1 tuh.
Congo now leading Uzbekistan by 2-1. As it stands, that means that they would qualify as one of the best third-place teams for the round of 32.
Kolombia bisa ngimbangin Argentina kok wajar nggak sih 0-0?
So they've turned that match around, having been behind for quite a while. The other game in this group, Group K. Here's the table in real time with Colombia still leading the way. At the moment, it's Colombia against Ghana in the round of 32, and it would be Portugal, Croatia. Richard Rios with the challenge on Bruno Fernandes.
Coming together there.
Kongo menang.
Often we see that in this tournament so far. That's a lot of that's been let to play on. And I think it was pretty fortunate for Portugal because Quintero then turns and smashes the ball full length of the, well, 3/4 of the length of the pitch into the back of the net.
Anjir, menang Kongo, Cok.
We're inside the last 10 minutes of the game. Maybe opportunity knocks here for
Ini
Portugal.
imbang lolos, udah lolos. Ini tinggal nentuin posisinya di mana di akar kiri apa akar kanan. Kalau akar kanan bisa ketemu Argentina. Kalau kiri bisa ketemu Inggris, Spanyol, Jerman, Prancis. Kanan kayaknya ketemu Belanda sama
Free kick for Colombia.
ketemu sama ini dah, sama Argen kayaknya harusnya.
Brazil.
Rios involved once
Ya,
more.
Brazil.
He was the one who gave the free kick away to start with.
Yeah, he's been in the thick of everything, hasn't he, since he's come on. Been really throwing himself about, just trying to dictate.
Oh nggak ding, ya. Oh nggak, ketemu kanan itu Argentina, Norway, Brazil. Ya.
Bottom right of your picture.
Oh jadinya ketemu Inggris juga guys, kanan. Ya udah fix lolos 3-2.
Into Suarez. Diaz back into Gustavo Puerta. Crowd here just being informed of the scoreline in the other match. DR Congo taking the lead against Uzbekistan. This is the ranking for the best third place teams. Those who would
Kongo lolos tuh.
Knockout stages. Castaño
top 8
for
ya.
Colombia.
Ya.
Quintero.
Anjir, Korea nggak lolos coy.
Huerta. Closed down rapidly, but keeping hold of the ball. Diaz releasing it.
Masuk final tai nih jam ini begini anjing.
Vega's interception. Kevin Castaño. Possession here from Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia have done really well to control large parts of this second half. They've really dictated the pace, control of midfield.
Just cannot find a way through against a side have only conceded once so far at this FIFA World Cup.
Bukan Diaz.
Pedro Neto.
Gue cuma Messi tuh.
Fernandez. Heading for the final 5 minutes.
Masa seri bro.
A game that certainly had its moments, but so far none of them ending in the back of the net. João Neves. Dallo. Pedro Neto looking to craft an opening. That's Rafael Leao. Away from Richard Rios. Dallo surging forward. Can't find a way through. Or can he?
Ya, begitu
Easy
banget.
header away for John Lukumi. And it's out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick, and there will be a yellow card for Gustavo Puerta for an incident earlier on at the other end of the field. The referee's done well there, allowing the play to go and then bringing it back, or at least acting on what he saw earlier on in the passage of play.
Yeah, it's good refereeing. It happened some time ago, didn't it? So he was on top of it. Was a clear foul.
Puerta not one of those who was already
Gustavo
on a yellow
Puerta
card. And now we're going to see Daniel Munoz, who opened the scoring in each of Colombia's first 2 matches here at this World Cup.
Keinjak tuh mau.
So there was the foul just a few moments ago. But Munoz now is going to come on to replace Santiago Arias at right back.
Right back-nya baru masukin lagi dia.
Well, he certainly will give them added impetus and energy on the right-hand side.
Yeah, he's a real big threat for Portugal in this latter stages of this game. Have to be very, very careful. He's been a real threat for Colombia, scoring already 2 goals in this tournament, so he's in red-hot form.
Now they're letting it run. We're fully aware that he was in an offside position. 3 more minutes plus added time. Well, these 2 teams have almost played each other to a standstill. They've thrown everything at each other, and they're not done yet. Is it about to open up for Colombia? Rafael Leao gets there at the far post as it spun through the air. Ruben Diaz back brilliantly for Portugal.
Oh, it's a goal-saving challenge from Ruben Diaz.
On Luis Suarez. Colombia keen to get on with it, recycling it quickly. Quintero's ball. Oh, what a block there by Diogo.
Hampir, bro.
Suarez can't keep it down.
Logonya Colombia kayak 3 roda anjir.
The ball is such a difficult ball to deal with. Diogo Costa, a little bit unorthodox.
Ada ruang Messi nggak starting kalau nggak salah lawan Jordan. Semua ini nggak benar.
Well, it would have been a spectacular goal, but Colombia, Daniel Munoz, since he's come on straight away, right in the action.
Udah Ruben Neves, ada Ruben Diaz.
At the far post, absolutely brilliant.
World-class defending from Ruben Diaz there to save the day for Portugal, with Colombia pushing for a late winner.
2 menit lagi anjing.
Samu Costa leads it. Here comes João Neves. Pedro Neto. Good defending by Machado. You see another change shortly. Roberto Martinez is getting ready to bring on Mateus Nunes of Manchester City. Ruben Diaz.
Portugal really struggled in the second half to have too many opportunities, trying to make any inroads in this Colombian defence. They've been really rock solid. In midfield, they've been very difficult to break down and get through, even with the pairing of Vitinha and Joel Neves in that second half. The early stages looked in control, but Colombia just really intense.
Colombia at the moment set to win the group as it stands, and Portugal set to reach the knockout stage for the 5th time in the last 6 tournaments at the World Cup. Porto sending it back. Collected here by Castaño. Happy to leave it for Quintero. Now Rios. It's a good ball. First touch for Daniel Munoz. Into Suarez. Machado. More pressure incoming from Colombia. Tussle there with Pedro Neto and David Machado.
Yeah, Pedro Neto had to be on him. Otherwise,
busuk ini sebau anjing.
it whipped in the box. Colombia just keep creating these chances.
Yeah, well, 5 minutes of additional time, a minimum of. And it comes from Quintero, far post. There's the goal. And the flag goes up. Davinson Sanchez thought he'd won the game there, potentially for Colombia. Flag up straight away on the far side.
Offset, goblok. Gol mana ada, offset.
He's onside. The linesman was really quick to react, put his flag up. This will be very interesting to see. The pressure has been relentless from Colombia in this last couple of minutes. To see this ball get whipped into the far post.
It's a tight one. It's a very tight one.
I think this could be a goal.
Goal, guys.
That looks very, very tight. What a goal. This could
Goal,
be
goal,
for
goal.
Colombia.
Gol ini nggak offset.
It's being checked, as you would expect. Change coming now for Portugal. Mateus Nunes is coming on to replace
Onset nih,
Nuno
onset itu.
Mendes.
Peler lah.
Massive moment.
Oh.
The goal is checked and
Oh, no goal, guys, no goal. VAR complete, no goal.
official's decision on the far side in real time is backed up by the technology. It remains goalless. Well, that certainly was a tight one. Colombia so close to taking the lead right at the end of the game here.
Dibayar Bambang, ngapa dibayar goblok? Itu nggak offset guys anjir.
Remaining here before the final whistle. Remember, Colombia have never been involved
Brengsek pasti ada dengan dia anjing.
finals ever.
Lo apa nggak tadi Rod jadinya?
Kagak.
Rafael Leao.
Oh enggak, anjir. Enteng-enteng asing so.
Looks to find the opening. Was that a cross? Was it a shot? Well, it's behind for a goal kick.
Kenceng banget itu.
Yeah, I don't think he was really sure himself. I think he's going for the far post. I think he's looking to try and find that far post area. Instead,
Sering enggak, kayaknya Inggris di kanan guys.
Almost a cross shot.
Inggris di kanan tadi.
Well, both sets of players could not have given any more tonight.
Oh, it's been like,
Inggris jadi di kanan dia.
full on. Players have thrown themselves right into it. It's been relentless. Both sides have really had a go at this. Certainly, Colombia in this second half have been the more dominant side, the one most likely to score. But always, every time you see Leao down the left-hand side, Portugal have the players that can hurt you.
And DR Congo are now 3-1 up against Uzbekistan. So DR Congo very much with hopes of staying in the competition as well as a best third-place team. Now, Portugal, still with some attacking to do and just about enough time in which to do it. Throw for Roberto Martinez's side.
Yeah, you can see that Mateus Nunes has come on. He's come to the right side, and Dello's gone direct to the left.
Leao going down. Referee saying, get back up onto your feet. Colombia look to break. Luis Diaz, little combination there with
anjing
Suarez.
busuk ini
Time
Mi.
starting to run short. Gustavo Puerta, still with Puerta.
Gol nih,
Brilliant
gol.
play. Luis Diaz, back into Puerta. Can he get the shot in? Could open up once more, but Diogo Costa
Bola lepas
takes
anjing.
control of his penalty area.
Ya, udah bangun aja
good
Costa.
goalkeeping. Threw himself right in the danger. Possibly copped a little bit of a follow through there.
Kena pala anjing.
Accidentally there from Munoz. I think you see that the offside is so marginally.
Could hardly be closer.
Oh. Look at that.
Offsetnya
That is unfortunate. That looked very, very, very close.
Goblok banget gua.
ujung sepatu offsetnya.
Colombia a toe
Bener,
away
main. Ujung sepatu
taking
aja.
the lead in additional time at the end of the match.
Anjir, ujung sepatu cuy.
And they've had 24 attempts on goal
Nice,
tonight to Portugal's 13. Colombia have thrown the kitchen sink at Portugal in an attempt to try and win
Ini
this match.
mama nih katanya.
Gila.
Confirmation of the 3-1
Kongo
scoreline in the
3-1 tuh.
other game. DR Congo will finish third in the group. There can only be seconds remaining. And
Habis
there is the final whistle. And for the first time ever, Colombia finished goalless at the end of a
Nih,
match in
bagannya.
the World Cup finals. And Davinson Sanchez is left disappointed that he was
Ini
found
bagannya.
via the technology and the call on the far side initially
Ini bagan resmi nih.
offside by the
Portugal
barest
ketemu
of
Kroasia,
margins.
Spanyol,
It has finished on a
Austria.
pulsating night in
Nah,
Miami.
mampus ada Belgia,
Colombia nil,
Spanyol,
Portugal nil.
Belanda, Prancis, Swedia, Jerman. Mampus, mimpi basah dah piala.
Well, both teams can now try to capture
Makan
breath,
tuh
but
mimpi basah
both
piala.
are through. Colombia as the group winners.
Main kapan? Mainnya 3 Juli.
3rd of July in the round of 32.
Argentina ketemunya tuh Egypt, Australia, Swiss, Swiss. Makan neraka. Makan tuh piala anjing, Dodo. Dodo. Tamatlah
sudah.
Kita next. Kita ke apa duit goblok. 30 menit lagi guys.
Mana yang taruhan?
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Portugal anjir, kirain nggak banyak anjir.
Allah busuk jing. Main kayak gini berharap apa? Iya jing, sayonara udah nih tuh. Argen Jordan, gak usah ditonton sih, udah pada bisa menang guys. Brazil Jepang besok. Itu budok bukan? Tetap aja kalau misalnya Kolombia menang, tetap aja Kolombia di sini. Harusnya Portugal di sini, temu Ghana. Portugal Kroasia lagi. Kiri ada Jerman, Perancis, Swedia, Belanda, Kroasia, Spanyol, Belgia. Bener juga ya Brazil Santana ya. Enggak lah, gak mungkin kalah Argen mah. Peler 0-0 anjing. Mada main gitar anjing.
Pagi-pagi guys.
Stres Mada. Ini lagi Lucky Adnan IRL gawe pagi-pagi.
Harus gimana lagi?
Lah udah nih.
Gue jujur, gue pagi udah
Lagi gawe dia. Game boring cok, kagak speed aja. Dicengin dah tuh dah. Dicengin dah ini anjing. Bete mukanya jing.
Bro, stop, bro. Stop doing that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. You can't say them words. That's illegal on stream. I'm so sorry. You're not, yeah. All right. I'm like, why would you try to do that? He's good. You know what? That's my bad. You can't be doing that. You're so right. I'm so sorry, man. Hey, go for it, man. That's my man. That's my man. Make a hole. Make a hole. Make a hole. Make a hole.
Bete dah, bete. Buset Son udah di Monas ini dia.
Ngapain ngentot? Udah begini aja jalur. Wah, nggak jelas. Wah, bener-bener nggak logis anjing. Wah, aneh.
Aduh gila.
Ketemu Kolombia. Nah, ketemu Kolombia memang sentuhan bahkan minim sekali dari Ronaldo.
Ya, fisikal tidak di defender ya Kolombia mempersulit, nggak ada space yang signifikan
Tuh,
buat.
kalian kalau mau nonton ini di sini tuh.
Dan ya,
Game nggak sih? Sore kayaknya gue nge-gym.
Ya.
Nggak coba game ini. Ada nih. Duh, gue udah download banyak anjing. Kapten Subasa, nggak tahu Puar. Gue nyoba sekali ya. Socialmedia. Bully ngapain bully jing? Kita nyoba sekali. Oh iya, webcam mana? She look at me. Yang mana ya? Socialmedia bukan Guitarero 1, goblok. Ini 2. Aman gak lagu? Aman udah. Cheat lu udah. Yang ini udah. Yang Guitarero 2 udah gue pakai cheatin. Orangnya sama yang nonton anjing. Dodo kenapa starting mulu dah? Kagak tahu. Kagak masukin kotak. Ini lo ori Gitarero. Mada clone hero aja. Yeah. Kenapa nggak ikut Mada? Lagunya nggak cocok, guys. Bangsat, tiba-tiba mulai volanya babi. Goblok, kaget gua. Najis banget itu tuh. Kita ganti ke P1. Belum tidur, gue udah tidur. Kita Rero 1. Kita ke Senin libur lu, kagak ada libur gua. Kita ke Symphony of Destruction. Kita tidak ada libur ya. Streaming must be.
You take a mortal man and put him in control. Watch him
Duh, salah mulu gua.
Watch people's heads a roll.
Salah anjing.
Before the head explodes,
Goblok, apa itu jeng? Ganti. Goblok, apa itu bangsat? Ini gitar apa? Gitar pertama. Babi api itu jeng. Takut tidur. Sabar nunggu Ronaldo, nunggu Messi. Killer Queen kagak ah. Lagu lama ini. Sumpah dua gua. Busuk banget R2-nya. Pagi Bang Dar, pagi. Belum ada ketemu lagu Dragon Force di Guitar Hero, belum. Emang Guitar Hero 2 ada ya? Cheatnya apa ya? Gak ada Dragon Force. Oh, bonus track. Ini udah pakai cheat gak nih? Loh. Baby's alright. Nih, Guitar Hero 3. Coba kita ganti hard ya modenya. Gak bisa lagu Indo. Tuh. Gak ada lagu ini juga gak ada lagu. Welcome to the jungle. Enak nih. Coba ini. Let's coba ini. Welcome to family ya nih. Gue pengen coba lihat expertnya gimana coba. Menu. Quick play, expert. Gue pengen lihat mana tadi. Welcome to jauh, pengen lihat expertnya kayak gimana ya. To the fire and flame, nggak ada itu. Ntar gue cek ya di gitar Hero 1. Emang ya, coba ya kita lihat. Sama aja. Kata bener. Bener. Udah. Apa itu bangsat? Itu apa bangsat? Coba kita. Apa ya? Through the fire and flame. Gak ada kayaknya. Lama banget nih. Cheatnya apa guys ya? Cheatnya guys, cheatnya apa guys? Gitar Hero 1 ya. Seinget gue tuh apa ya cheatnya? Cheat get Guitar Hero. Udah main kah? Nih. Soya sama GTA goblok. Ini cheat gitar. Oh ini nih R2 L1 L2 sor. R2 L1 L2 R2 L1 R2 L1 L2 salah. R2 L1 L2 R2. Gak bisa guys. R2 L1 L2 R2 L1 L2 gak bisa jing. Gak ada di option tuh, gak ada guys. Coba ya, kita coba tekan kiri. R2 L1 L2 R2 L1 tuh malah ini jing. R2 L1 L2 R2 L1 gak bisa guys. R1 itu darah putih goblok. Arahin di option, oke. Arahin di option. Nih. R1 R2 L1 L2 R. Gak bisa guys. Gak bisa ini yang ini nih. Dia ada PDF ya guys. Coba kita pakai ini coba. Sama nggak ya? Belum mulai. Udah mulai ding.
Minta set.
Mana?
Mana dia?
Mereka memiliki catatan bagus ketika menghadapi perwakilan tim asal AFC.
Please audionya please.
Mereka hanya satu kekalahan, sisanya menang. Kekalahan ketika menghadapi Saudi Arabia di 2020 lalu. Jadi memang selebihnya mereka
lawannya Jordan udah pasti menang sih guys.
itu menjadi modal yang sangat baik, sedangkan bagi Jordania ini adalah pertemuan pertama mereka di sepanjang sejarah ya di laga-laga turnamen official. Jadi
main ini nggak main dia
bagi Jordania untuk mendapatkan minimal
nggak main Messi.
Ya terdapat gol terbanyak sepanjang sejarah Piala Dunia masih diistirahatkan di bangku cadangan. Tapi saya melihat ya Rapat bahwa Jordania adalah simbol kemajuan sepak bola Asia Barat.
Nggak main Messi guys.
Pelan-pelan menembus kekuatan mengganggu negara Asia Timur.
Iya, dan tidak ada yang menduga juga ya bahwa mereka akan
bisa main Messi,
membuat sejarah ya sebagai salah satu di antara 4 negara yang lolos di Piala Dunia ini.
Ya elah.
Lainnya Uzbekistan,
ya.
Dia bisa masuk.
Baca lu dong.
Yang membuat Jordania spesial adalah ketika Qatar banyak dihuni oleh beberapa pemain naturalisasi.
Total banget main babak 2 emang ya?
Jordania ini tidak. Jordania tetap menggunakan pemain-pemain yang memang mereka bina sendiri dari usia dini.
Ya, wasit VAR asal Belgia.
Kalau main bantai-bantai kagak mungkin.
Kita melihat tentunya pemirsa pertandingan terakhir di grup J dari Dallas Stadium. Dan ini susunan pemain dari Jordania.
Ya, dari Jordania nama pemain yang berlaga di pertandingan kali ini adalah nama pemain yang juga hampir mirip dengan laga sebelumnya. Memang tidak ada Altamari, tapi Yazan Abu Al-Arab ada di belakang. Lalu juga Al-Rawabdeh, pemain asal Selangor ini juga kembali tampil. Sang pencetak gol Nizar Al-Rashdan juga bermain sejak awal. Dan di depan sosok Ali Iyad Olwan akan tampil didampingi oleh Odeh Fakhori, pemain yang tampil di Piramid FC di Liga Mesir.
Aduh, mau tato
kita akan menyaksikan inilah susunan pemain dari Argentina.
Boring dor, kagak ada Messi. Iya anjing. Kagak main Messi guys.
Berharap bahwa
yang dimain Exwell Palacios.
Diberikan kesempatan oleh Scaloni, tapi kepercayaan masih buat Emil. Di belakang juga memang sangat berubah. Ya tidak ada satupun pemain yang masuk dalam starting 11 dalam 2 pertandingan terakhir Argentina. Ya ada Tagliafico,
Nico Paes yang main.
Simeone. Di tengah juga tidak ada sama sekali pemain yang tampil 2 pertandingan terakhir. Ada Nico Paes, Paredes, Palacios dan Lo Celso. Dan Lautaro Martinez bersama dengan
Yang ada
Ini yang saya sukai. Kalau panas dalam, bantu redakan dengan yang ada badaknya.
Penyerap belum udah dong. Bang ya?
Oh Tuhan, apa itu?
Dari saya inilah 1 minute silence tentunya untuk menghormati sebuah bencana gempa di Venezuela yang memakan korban jiwa sebanyak 1.400 lebih. Semoga kita harapkan tentunya ini menjadi sebuah pesan yang sangat baik dari sepak bola ya.
Betul.
Dan tentu kita akan segera menyaksikan pemirsa di babak pertama Jordania sebagai tim debutan di Piala Dunia kali ini menghadapi juara bertahan Argentina. Inilah Dallas Stadium babak pertama Jordania menghadapi Argentina. Selamat menyaksikan.
Monyet.
40 years ago in the quarterfinal against England and Mexico City.
One.
Dia siapa tadi?
Go.
So right at the tail end of this unique.
Apa kuping doang? Emang ada Priska.
Nations for the last 4 in action. Austria and Algeria, and here it's Jordan and Argentina.
Gimana namanya sparring guys?
No, it's not
Looking forward to this game, Martin, because I think Jordan will want to be really competitive. All the basics, get those right. Your teamwork, everything that they've discussed, rehearsed all week. Make sure that they give a good account of themselves and leave everyone with a lasting impression of an improving football nation. That's what Jamal Salami will be wanting. And I think certainly for his opposite, Lionel Scaloni, this evening, it's a few changes in the Argentina team. So there's an opportunity for 1 or 2 just to remind him of what they're about and what they can do should they really be needed in those crucial knockout matches.
Yes, what he did say yesterday was, I need to find out how we can win without Messi. Incredibly,
Apa?
Messi
How win
started
without
the
Messi?
last 25 games for Argentina at World Cups, going right back. The last one he didn't start, and he was a substitute, not used. He was very young. Was the quarter-final in 2006 against Germany in Germany.
That's incredible, isn't it? Forget about all his brilliance, ability, and the genius of the man. It's just his durability as well. Astonishing.
Since when did you play? Since when do you play
His,
Since when do you
Taliafico played a big part in winning the World Cup.
Sense kit.
In,
5 years
Qatar.
ago.
Nah, that's 5 years ago.
Just wondering quite how Simeone is going to be deployed. He's basically a right-sided attacker. Of course,
Bilang sejak kecil udah main gitu, Chris.
won over 100 caps and played in 3 World Cups. Diego Simeone, still the manager of Atletico Madrid.
You can see already, Martin, with the ball, those 3 out of the 4 defenders are really stretched across that playing field, and Simeone already in a forward position, an advanced position.
Bagus nih, jersinya Argen.
Very much senior figure.
Beli kali ya yang ini.
Totoki. Aduh, Totoki. Jangan di sini gua set.
I've had a few days to work on this system. They clearly would have decided once they got the 2 wins under their belt what policy they would have for this third game. We saw France stick to their first choice for theirs, and Norway
Argen tuh simple pas masa.
put the reserves out, as Scaloni has done to some extent here, although it's a bit insulting to call them reserves.
Lo Messi, kagak main Messi.
Trying to hide from our cameras, I think. And Rodrigo de Paul's alongside him, his minder on the field and seemingly off it as well. Taliafico.
I think Jordan will want to stay really compact, particularly in the first 15, 20 minutes. So for Argentina, short passes in where all the traffic is, then a big switch out into the wide areas. That's what you're looking for. Give someone a little bit of room to make something happen.
Marco Senesi, who was a late call-up, and since he's been called up, he's moved his club from Bournemouth in England to Tottenham Hotspur, where he'll play alongside Christian Romero, who is probably not fit to be considered tonight. He is with the team. We saw him come off the bus. Well, so a few minutes under their belts in this competition, everyone wanting a touch and a feel of the ball for Argentina. And they will surely dominate possession. Jordan do have counter-attacking abilities. And if there is a turnover to suit those, well, it won't be one-way traffic.
They've got those 3 central defenders and, of course, the wing-backs. 5 in a line as we speak, just to the left of the picture. You can't quite see it just yet, but no press towards Argentina. They're not going to rush them or force them into anything. They're just content, and I think that's wise early on to keep their shape, make sure that they are really compact.
It's Ezequiel Palacios who's playing on the right-hand side, and Simeone ahead of him. Tried really to get in behind. That was just a hopeful ball. Away by Abulela. A little bit of a press from Jordan. And certainly plenty of clapping in the Jordanian style. Here's Taliafico. Lautaro Martinez. And the flag is up for offside. The ball is put away with some authority. by Lo Celso with that excellent left foot of his.
Yeah, nice football, but he's always offside there. Lo Celso, it's tighter than you think. As soon as I saw it, thought he was just offside. Lovely finish outside of the boot.
Baru main anjing.
Giovanni Lo Celso, who was in the World Cup 18 squad, as these fans will know, didn't get much for looking. Had to drop out at the outset of a successful tournament 4 years ago, so he's got a real incentive to put his name more prominently in the pages of Argentina in World Cup history. Chases on for Ali Olwan, who scored the goal against Austria and is their predominant striker, really.
Belum gol, offside itu.
Going forward was Al Arab. Al Rawabde, who addressed the media here yesterday on behalf of the Jordanian players.
I think we just saw there Jordan just trying to keep the ball, have a little spell of possession. What I would say, obviously, the fact that they've lost their opening couple of games and they will be going home after this one, might afford them tonight, is to be brave and be adventurous once they get into Argentina's half of the field. Don't hold back. If there's a chance to take a strike, do it. Do it. There's nothing to fear with this one. So give a really good account of yourself, but be brave when you can.
Well, they do feel that they have, they're happy with what they've achieved. Certainly in the Austrian game, where I think 3-1 really flattered Austria. They're listening to the commentators on it, suggesting that. And of course, Algeria, we watched a bit of that together, Andy, didn't we? And
yes,
Algeria needed to dig very deep to turn the game round. So there's more to Jordan than just making up the numbers here.
Certainly.
Senesi. Paredes. Palacios trying to work with Simeone.
Good interception, Al Rashdan there. Just pinching that off of Nico Paz.
On the left-hand side, the FIFA General Secretary, Matthias Grafstrom. Been at many a game.
And I think Mario Kempes with him there, Martin, as well.
Mario Kempes, for the uninitiated, was the first, not the number 10 for Jordan, but the first really great number 10 for Argentina. World Cup 1978. They triumphed in their own country. He was succeeded by Diego Maradona, who was succeeded by Leo Messi. The 10s have been very special in the South American country. Although Messi didn't start well. I think he started with number 19 when he first played for Argentina. We've seen one or two shirts, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
With number 19.
With fans coming in.
Yeah, with
absolutely
Messi's
right.
name above the number. I just thought they might have run out of zero.
Kelar jam berapa ini ya?
Much of the early minutes being played in midfield.
Tagliafico, Martin, sorry, down this left-hand side. He's the one, bottom left of the screen now. He's the one that's going to be the out ball, I think, for Argentina.
Very nearly proved your point. It's cut out by Haddad, the right wing back. And nearly for Julian Alvarez. It was part of that sort of surge by Argentina after losing their opening game in 2022. He and
Jam 11 ya?
Fernandez, Alexis McAllister got brought into the team. It's a wonderful run here, and they've got 3 in the middle. Well, he sometimes says himself, people think it's nepotism that I'm in both the Atletico team and this Argentina team. It's not. I think we've just seen one recent one.
Yeah, really positive run from Simeone. And he will be pushing really high and wide. When he gets the ball, he does like to be direct with it, running at people at pace, as he showed there.
Lautaro Martinez, the number 22, hoping that a chance comes his way. Fine player, but he's been in the shadows in terms of goal scoring in World Cups. And, might have been a flick on. Gone his way from Otamendi. He's more than useful in the air. He's not the tallest. He's got a lovely spring.
He gets a couple of yards because they work a little block around the penalty spot there, Otamendi, but he really doesn't need to go for goal there with that one. Just glance that one and flick it back into that 6-yard box area.
Jordan sit in again.
Offside. Masih aja ditayangin anjing.
As
Itu
often
jelas.
with these semi-automatic VARs, they prove it's much closer than the naked eye.
Nggak tahu. Langsung cadangan.
And a great finish by Lo Celso. He doesn't waste any time to find out whether there was a flag going up or not, but eventually it went up.
Cadangan dia. Tahu main apa kagak.
Palacios, who plays for Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga.
Udah lolos.
Tagliafico. 5 goals they've scored in the World Cup. Argentina, all scored by one of their substitutes tonight.
Yeah, I think Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez tonight would like some opportunities to register and get up and running with a goal. You're right, Martin, what the coach said in the press conference, that they do need other avenues to score for them. And those two up front will really want a chance or two to come their way.
Well, Jordan would like a greater share of possession than that, but at the moment, what they can say is they've got through almost the first quarter of an hour without conceding. I know it's been a disallowed goal, but they held their line well enough for it to be disallowed.
Yeah, as of so far, they haven't been stretched, really, Jordan, have they? They haven't been pulled out of position. I mentioned about their team shape, and their structure has got to be absolutely spot on. So far, so good.
Otamendi. Paredes.
Otamendi.
He's had bags of experience, certainly more than some of the others. Lining up alongside him tonight. It's his 79th cap. Plenty of possession.
Iya, Argen yang ini bagus nih anjir.
They're stretching their resources tonight and giving encouragement. Obviously, fitness is important. Match sharpness, you only get it by playing matches for the backup
Argen yang
players.
biru yang ini bagus.
I think there will be surely in their minds, if I do really well here, I can get in the team. It's one of the first 2 matches. Keep the shirt.
Waktu itu ganti lama-lama. Ini skuad utama guys tanpa Messi. Skuad utama tanpa Messi. Nico Pes. Janetti. Japier Janetti.
Do you know, I remember he scored one of the great World Cup games.
Namanya nasib anjing.
when they
Benar
beat,
juga.
I think it was Serbia and Montenegro played as a group, as a two nations in that World Cup in
Buat nggak main,
2006. It
Bang.
was about 25 passes. And I think it was Hernan Crespo, who people will remember as well, to Cambiasso, who had the honour of scoring the goal. If you haven't seen it, find it. And watch it again and again. It's beautiful. We had a beautiful goal here the other night from Japan.
Kalau Australia menang, Iran lolos 3-2 emang ya?
Press there.
Penalti kah?
It's a yellow card. It's late.
Abu Taha nama.
Abu Taha, I think.
He felt he got the ball, Abu Taha, there. It just might have been the momentum, the follow through. Look, it just gets away from him there. Does he get the ball?
Tebit banget.
I think
Pas di
that's
garis
unlucky,
lagi.
Martin. I do on the.
Gol kan guys?
Often when you're stretching, you're reaching for the ball. You do sometimes run the risk of catching your opponent, but he only had eyes for the ball. However, it's the first real opportunity this for Argentina.
Ya tapi kalau seri kagak lolos. Oh.
That's clearly the right decision. Lo Celso, the player who did feel the boot in the end
Semoga aja.
after the ball was played. Now this, of
Semoga aja
course,
menang.
is where we'd all be looking at Messi. Messi is like us looking at it. Lo Celso has the left foot. That's required. Julian Alvarez, if he sees another option, is looking at the ball in close quarters as well. Celso's already had the goal disallowed.
Yeah.
And with the guy lying on the floor, that wall can jump to make it even more difficult to get it over the top and under the bar.
Yazid.
Alvarez has walked away. So it's left to the left foot
Siapa?
of Lo Celso.
Gol!
Oh, Messi couldn't have done it better. So they have someone else to score goals Messi-like. And it's special for a player who's hung around for a while without really making an imprint on the World Cup stage. A smile of approval. Giovanni Lo Celso plays in Spain. It's only his 5th goal for his country, 68 caps. Had lots of opportunities. Lovely to watch.
Abu Laila, the goalkeeper, just didn't trust the wall enough. He started on the other side to the wall. Look, you can see him sneaking across behind, and if he stayed where he was, he saves it. I mean, it's a beautiful strike, make no mistake. Beautifully hit from Giovanni Lo Celso, but the goalkeeper has ended up in no man's land. When you put that big wall there, you've got to trust it and stay on the other side. And unfortunately there, he didn't do that, but wonderful goal, beautifully hit.
Giovanni Lo Celso.
That's the 4th goal of this World Cup, direct from a free kick. It's the 30th from outside the penalty area. Out of 206, I make it. And that's a high percentage in a style of football where long-range shooting hasn't really been encouraged in recent years. But I'm a big fan of this football.
Ya antek-antek asing goblok.
So are the players. They sent the goalkeepers maybe.
Look, he had one disallowed, but that was
Nggak kayak tadi, nggak error. Tadi error kayaknya 0-0 makanya Komarudin. Tadi error 0-0.
Here goes Tara Martinez.
Ini kalau babak 1 udah 3-0 gua off stream ah.
Well, it's wrong to call them Argentina reserves, but you know what we mean.
Off stream gua mau ke Ciledug anjir. Ada arisan keluarga.
To get into Scaloni's plans on a more regular basis, and not just when it's a game 3, which to some extent is a dead rubber.
Gak usah deh 2-0 aja deh 2-0.
But wherever the Argentinian fans have come from, and then we stress they're not certainly all from Argentina. They are in fine voice, and they've been wonderful around the area, Andy, haven't they?
They have.
They seem to have been here much longer than the team.
Yeah, in such colossal numbers as well,
Yeah.
has to be said.
Kalau babak 2 gua tim ini mana nggak mau. Cambiasso.
Manu.
Siapa itu? Siapa
Gino
Ji?
Billy is a NBA star.
Oh.
Who
Sampai Messi mau
Was here for the
masuk.
game the other night. Saw Messi's wonderful solo show. He's from Argentina as a basketball player, but we've seen a lot of Americans from their sports joining in the occasion, adding to the fan spectacle, really, and that's terrific to see. And we know that a lot of footballers love the American sports, don't we? Whenever the NFL comes to Tottenham Hotspur and places like that in England, and the English footballers are out in force to support it. Basketball as well. Even baseball, we've had some of that.
I think from a Jordan point of view,
gituin Dut, anjing jangan gituin Dut.
Nothing changes. Yes, they've gone one down. But what they mustn't start doing is feeling like they've got to try and force the issue to get back in the game, Martin. Otherwise, they'll get picked off again.
So you can hear the acoustics in this stadium are very good, emphasise the emotion. Now, I'm afraid the emotion for the hydration break is thumbs down. But it is part of this World Cup. And give Marcelso maybe a chance to explain exactly how he hit it. Didn't need much explanation, actually, in truth, did it? It hit it right on the money.
And actually, Martin, when you're playing against a team that are just going to sit there and bank up and make life difficult for you, you need to find that breakthrough, otherwise it can get a little frustrating. So now Argentina have that, they will feel a lot better and feel that they're capable of also adding to that pretty quickly.
We've had some very special goals as the Dallas correspondents, haven't we, in this stadium? Add this to the list.
Wonderful, beautiful hit. Aha.
That is the seal of approval.
That is.
Selama nonton ini cewek yang di tribun.
That will be very popular amongst the squad because they know how he would have had a World Cup winners medal 4 years ago, but for injury. Now he's on the trail of one in 2026. He was a good player, Jamal Selamat, midfield player with the Moroccan national team.
Macarena.
Argentina have gone away from the instructions from Scaloni. Get ready to go again. I want to put the foot down hard. Drive on in the second part of this first half.
Bagus tuh. Bagus. Cakep.
That's nearly as good as the free kick, that movement.
Good little mover he was.
The birthday, incidentally, was last Wednesday. And there was a newspaper in Argentina that said, what do you give Messi for his birthday? And the number one they came up with was a meet and greet with Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. I talk about footballers wanting to meet American sports stars.
Yeah.
And the other one was a guitar. And I know you play the guitar, Andy. From Chris Martin of Coldplay.
Right, okay.
Leo and his good lady have been to see Coldplay in concert. And they're big fans.
Well, I bet if he asked nicely, Martin, he might just get one as well.
As I say, it was a nice little article. There were 2 or 3 other things as well, but they were the main ones. Once you get the man who seemingly has everything, I tell you what he'd really like: a guarantee of 10 more years with a football at his feet, playing at this level. There's a nice shape to the team that Scaloni's put together with his coaching staff. There is never such a thing as an Argentina game that they soft pedal in. There's Lo Celso again trying to create. He's put it in to an area where Simeone is trying to play another pass rather than go for goal himself.
Yeah, or fire it across the 6-yard box there. But really nice play. And again, I think what we've just started to see now is the current world champions playing a bit more one-touch and playing a little bit quicker. That's when it becomes particularly difficult for Jordan to handle that.
Right, that's an out-swinging corner. Here's Tagliafico, unchallenged. Breaks the bar.
Dah gol anjing.
Well, both seem certain to score.
Tiang babi.
Now Taro Martinez is frustrated again. His was the first effort.
Yeah. He's got so much room. Tagliafico fires in. I wondered if he was offside. From that angle, it's tight. And that little flick, and then all of a sudden Alvarez throws himself at it, and it just rattles off the crossbar. Abu Laila certainly doesn't do anything with that one, but from that, that's a good stop.
Berdarah itu, Bibi.
Pretty painful for Julian Alvarez.
Possible penalty check
from,
here, Martin.
Nizar Al-Rashdan was the
Wah,
going to the
penalti,
ball,
guys.
and the referee is going to have a look at it.
Penalti dah. Dah berarti babak 2 gol ekstremis.
Associate.
Ekstremis. Kalian nonton sendiri. Gue mau kecileduk, please.
It certainly was an
Ini kalau
attempt to play
penalti
the ball.
2-0 gak off.
When the ball's bouncing around in the
Babak
6-yard box, you just do anything to get something on it.
Udah pasti menang ini mah.
There, the way he threw himself, hurled himself into it to try and get his first goal of the tournament.
Well, the protest led by Ehsan
Sakit
Haddad.
itu pakai ujung lagi.
There's the captain, and he's being ushered away. He's fearing the worst as they are on that Jordan bench.
Udah penalti lah. Tak.
It's a bit late getting there, isn't he? Unfortunately, look. It's a
pakai lama udah.
It's a foul anywhere else on the pitch,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's going to be given this one, Martin. I don't think there's any doubt.
Kalau lagi dilihat pas Martinez ya offset apa kagak?
Well, the question is who's going to take the penalty. Of course, they've had a penalty in this stadium already, which Messi.
My God nggak main. God satu nggak main. Penalti. After the reviewing.
There's the signal. I don't think he's got his microphone open.
From Jordan didn't play the ball. It is a kick on the head of the attacker. Decision is penalty.
Oh kan penalti kan guys? This is the penalty.
Here, but the penalty is given. And what a chance for Lautaro Martinez to open his World Cup finals account.
Sakit banget itu kena ujung patu jing. Oh Martinez guys. Ya, babak 2 berarti kita off stream. Terima kasih.
Senesi going in.
Yeah.
Apologise for that. So from number 2 to number 22. Well, he was very involved in Qatar. He's been very involved here. He's a man of many goals in club football and international football, and he's now scored in the World Cup finals. Lautaro Martinez, you can see what it means. It's not just converting a regulation penalty. It is something that has haunted him for the best part of 4 years. And he wrapped in the opportunity.
Great penalty. Confident run up, hit it hard, didn't he? Whipped it to his left-hand side, goalkeeper's right. Abu Laila going the wrong way.
Yang match sebelumnya error berarti skornya. Iya, error itu. Error.
Two in the same corner, one in the top, one in the bottom, and Argentina lead Jordan by 2 goals to 0. Those who are sitting it out are up on their feet to show their appreciation.
Ini babak 2, Messi golin 39 sesuai umurnya.
So just over half an hour gone. don't see many diving headers, and then that was as it came back off the frame of the goal rather than diving in for a cross. And you could see why the defender went for the ball, but
Tambahin
those
nasi.
margins, and of course with VAR around.
Bisa gitu Dur, Pak. Iya itu ada itu dari Keiko tuh.
Oh no, when the ball's bouncing around, as I mentioned, you do whatever. It's just instinct to try and get something on it.
Austria have taken
Terus
the
saja
lead
gol
against
terus tuh.
Algeria. And Marko Arnautovic. Is he 37 now? Scored against Jordan. And there was Alwan who scored against Austria. So heading for second place. It's bad news for Algeria, because if it stays like this, Andy, they will go out and Iran will step back up into the qualifiers, which, given the thrilling nature of the finish of their game against Egypt, might have some merit to it. You were watching that, weren't you?
That was some real finish to that game.
Kalau anak-anak mau pakai kabarin Dut, biar gue bikin lagi. Oke, aman-aman Dut.
Counter-attack on here, and that will be a goal kick.
Suara siapa? Teman gua, Pris. Ngomong Pris. Nah, Priska guys, tinggal di UK dia, jomblo.
Well, it was always going to be tough, but 1-0, anything is possible.
Dia satu himpunan sama Gaby. Pemain RP tuh, pemain RP.
Sometimes that can free the shackles, and why not go and play and make the most of the hour or so that's left in the World Cup for Jordan. The first World Cup. 48 nation system, allowing some newbies on there. They haven't learned not to play out from the back against teams that are better than them.
I think that's where they have to be most careful this evening now. 2 down, just trying to overplay and just trying to keep it 40 yards from their own goal, because if they lose it there, then Argentina, as we can see, are in the mood to add to the couple that they now have. That's a poor ball
by Paredes.
Boom!
And a shot from Al-Fakuri, and it bounced to away to Ali Olwan.
Dut, harusnya Argentinanya sebelah kanan, Dut. Beda ini. Argentina sebelah kanan, Jordanianya sebelah kiri, Dut. Salah lu, salah tempat itu.
Ball will be taken by Ali Azeze.
Tukar. Switch.
A bit more youth and hopefully firepower up front. Quite deep enough.
Boom! Anjing!
Much needed block.
Kayak yang gelisah, tenang aja. Tahi gara-gara dua-dua kagak nyetak gol, jing.
It's Abu Taha that walked onto that one. That's exactly how you want them, Martin, when they come rolling out towards you.
He was the player, of course, who gave away the penalty. Or gave away the free kick, rather, that led to the penalty, the first goal. The free kick and the penalty is a real punishment, really. And you're trying very hard to batten down all the hatches. By Al-Fakuri, Argentina trying to break out, might find themselves a little light at the back here, and they're shouting for handball against the Celso, I think. The referee says play on. Simeone.
Yeah, it was 2 or 3 hands went straight up in the air.
They were close enough to have a...
Dodo kena efek dukun Gana, main aja sama siapa, jing.
VAR should be checking it. If it was in the area. Here's Senesi. Actually, we shouldn't be surprised, coming from where we come from, Andy, to see Senesi in the penalty area. crops up with goals in club football.
Very true.
Here's Haddad.
Kanan dong, goblok apa ke situ? Kanan dong.
There's that incident, Martin.
Oh, ini onside guys. Onside itu.
Oh, that's the Lautaro
Onside guys.
Martinez with that ball come across that he then flicked and eventually comes back off the crossbar. Senesi puts his head on it to draw the penalty.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been, if it had been on offside, then penalty wouldn't have been called.
Correct.
Tagliafico. Still over-elaborating a little bit.
Nggak hand anjing ini mah.
Was Lo Celso, wasn't it, coming across upper arm,
Emang
yeah,
hand?
shoulder maybe.
Shoulder itu tuh.
It's above the sleeve, that Martin. I don't know, was it his elbow? As he leant forward, I'm not
He
sure.
certainly put his upper arm into the ball, yeah. You can understand those appeals.
Gak usah alasan ngedrop tai, mainnya jelek anjing.
Forward.
Portugal mainnya jelek.
A bit more spirit about Jordan now.
Do you know, they've had their best spell in the game since they've gone 2 down. They've actually been really positive in this last 6 or 7 minutes in particular. They're getting in and around Argentina and they're pinching the ball off of them and whipping a few crosses in. Yeah. That's exactly what is required now.
Eze. Lo Celso. That was their first touch, I think, in the Argentina penalty area, and it scraped the head of Ali Eze.
Ya itu. Tap coba, enter. Terus tap.
Tap ke ini, ke friend.
Tap lagi coba, ke Al.
Udah.
Gue lupa lagi.
European
Jet apa guys?
Tend to want to go home to finish their careers.
/Al.
Or go to Miami, of course.
Itu coba /Al nya dulu coba.
Enggak ah.
Spasi, lu pakai spasi.
Enggak.
Goblok Duta, bohong anjing lu Dut. Itu yang bener Dut, gua udah kagak main doh. Udah kagak main Valorant.
He's got an impishness about his plays, the son of a...
Nggak tahu itu Duta. Shift enter coba. Bohong anjing, sudah kira role play /Al.
Simeone's father in that World Cup as well.
Shift enter please. Shift enter.
Oh iya.
Ah iya kali.
Simeone.
Bagus tuh anjing, F50 Adidas. Predator. Ya.
Kind of shape they had for most of the first half an hour, but a little untidy.
Ada yang nanya sensi gua. Katanya aim dewa katanya Rod.
5 minutes to go to half time.
Bangsat main di Iron aja anjing. Main di Iron. Nanya sensi tai.
Still delighting the fans as long as they can see clearly.
Main di Iron aja jing.
If you can't see it on the pitch, there's this magnificent jumbotron screen, one of the hugest surely in any sporting arena. So someone will have a look. Looking at some clever play here. With ambition too from Al Arab.
Yeah, that's much better. Squeeze in and push in and trying to turn the ball over in Argentina's half of the field. That way you get the chance to either get it wide and cross it, or maybe take a shot, have a go. But it's a better mindset completely. Often is the case, you know, at 0-0 against a superior opponent. You bank up, you sit there, you try and frustrate, and then all of a sudden when the game really has got away from you, you relax a little bit more and think a bit more positively.
Here goes Nico Paz, stretching those long legs. Oh, they wanted the goalkeeper to come.
Bisa nih 4-0 santai Padur. Janganlah goblok.
In the news today, Nico Paz, there's problems with his club contract. Been on loan from Real Madrid at Como, who've done so well under Cesc Fabregas in Italy. And he was hoping to be able to stay, but they've asked too much money, Real, to make the deal permanent. Como said, no, we can't afford it. 60 million euros, I think. So he's going to have to go back to his parent club and maybe be signed by someone else. I'm sure that's not worrying him too much when he's playing in the World Cup, but it is the kind of thing that players have to deal with at this time of year.
Correct. As the referee right in amongst the action there.
It's the first time you've liked the ref cam, Andy.
Brazil main jam berapa Brazil? Jam 12 ya?
It's given away by Tagliafico to Al Rashdan, who scored against Algeria. And the old one got the goal against Austria. I'd like to get a goal in each game, wouldn't they? That would be something.
Pedih banget itu kadang tahu sebetulnya hoki.
Well, won by Nico Paz, Simeone. Trying to find Julian Alvarez.
Boteo lu Dodo anjing.
Martinez. Interesting, they didn't change the goalkeeper.
Puh, najis Dodo.
The two Martinez, one at the back and one at the front.
Nggak ngegolin anjing.
Kept their places.
Blow.
I wonder, Martin,
Dodo goblok. Seru-seru tai.
Whether we'll see Messi, I don't know. What do you think?
Berarti jam 12 oke, nanti kita nobar.
And you're going to say, I'm surprised if it isn't.
Ya harus selesai.
I'm sure he does take production, if you like, as we say in
Hantu
our
dia
business.
hantu.
Take management. I'm sure he will want to come out and play. It's his life with the ball at his feet. And of course, there are one or two hovering around him, aren't they?
Exactly.
Golden boot.
A lot of the top strikers in this competition are all right amongst the goals.
Ali Olwan.
Cakep.
Still going. It's into an area where Argentina restored a little bit of order without winning the ball back. Eze. That might just be a bit too strong. One or two moments have been good when they've got it down. They've shown they can play.
Well, this is how it all started. That beautifully struck free kick from Giovanni Lo Celso. And then this penalty, which was positively struck, wasn't it, from Lautaro Martinez.
So Messi's only 5 goals out of 7 now for Argentina in the World Cup. Only 5. 5 minutes up on the board.
Itu Portugal lawan Kroasia, Spanyol, Prancis, Belanda, Jerman. Lagian busuk jadi runner up. Gimana udah, biarin dah. Udah gede.
You can understand when Argentina or the club that Messi's playing for at the time travel around the world, the fans just expect to see him play all the time. Puts a great strain on his body. Nico Paz is extraordinarily gifted physically as well as with his football. It could be in again here. Alvarez.
Yeah.
Just a little too hurried at the end. There it is. He doesn't rush things. It's a clever ball.
Dapat anjir.
Kept in.
Brilliant.
By Simeone. Third before half-time. That way. One back before half-time.
Kencang juga nih pemain Jordan.
Play that from Senesi. Yeah, he was under pressure there from Ali Azeze, but resisted that, got his body in to protect it and deal with
Wah,
the
Algeria lawan
situation very
Australia
well.
satu sama tuh. Austria.
Ghali has equalised for Algeria. They both go through if it stays like that. Oh, have we heard that with
Jordan belum menang anjing, belum menang, belum seri. Kalah semua.
Austria, wasn't it, in 1982? Algeria were on the wrong end of that.
Baru dibilang.
The right end of it. Lautaro Martinez.
Portugal main di Bupati Cup aja udah.
Changed all these. Why we having
Ketemu KDM.
simultaneous games, Andy? Wasn't it?
Gubernur itu tuh.
Correct. Got to be playing the last games of the groups at the same time.
Germany
Goblok lah.
and Austria agreed a 1-0 for Germany, which suited them both. Not good. Discredit to the game, and FIFA acted promptly.
Bangsat.
Okay, pass. I wonder he's drawing breath a bit.
Got good close control, hasn't he, Nico Paz? But what it does do, it invites pressure and challenges. And Al Arab there getting really close to him, too close, conceding the free kick. But he's that sort of player.
A bit of a ooze because the Algeria goal's just been shown on the big screen here.
Messi main nggak? Kayaknya main.
Last action really of this first half.
Kagak jadi gol anjing.
It was nearly something to put in the calendar of World Cup goals. Otamendi, who'd be right up there amongst the older scorers.
Offset anjir.
It might have been offside anyway, Martin, but it's got far too much room. You can't just stand on the edge of the box, Jordan, there. They've got to try and disturb the run. Otamendi peels far post. Meets it
Otamendi.
Hits it really firmly.
He'll be annoyed because he would
wide.
expect to score from that. He's scored so many goals for clubs all over Europe, including Manchester City, of course, for a while. And forward by Dahab. Gets it back again and again. Here's Lautaro Martinez trying to use the right maximum of this first half. Good stop from Julian Alvarez by the goalkeeper.
Julian Alvarez.
Abrilela. I think they should have got a corner. The game goes on and Jordan not waiting for questions to be asked. Rashdan, and again now to Haddad. Now a right back three, Nasib to the man in the middle. There is Al Arab. They're in behind here, and looks like it does go up.
Offset. Guys,
ends the first half. Well, the challenge for this second string
masih banyak yang udah nonton. Kalian nonton sendiri. Terima kasih banyak yang sudah menonton. Sampai jumpa lagi nanti malam. Masih banyak ya. Kalian nonton waktu Messi tuh. Kayaknya udah pasti menang ini mah. Bye-bye, pamit ya. Assalamualaikum.
To take by Lautaro Martinez, converted by him for his first World Cup goal, and at half-time